Oh, hello.
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 Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
No,
Oh dear, this is terribly wrong. This is so wrong. Oh my
What?
god. This is not right. Not right at all. The only person who's in the right spot is Josie.
Oh,
Oh god.
well,
There we go. And me! Josie and me! Fuck yeah. Alright, I'll take this. Hello everyone. How are y'all doing?
Good. Good. I'll switch that over to the nice tree. There we go. That's better.
No one.
got Nana in
sees a
here.
thing. No one
Yep.
sees that I'm
All
fiddling
the
with it.
trending
No
know that we
Chat.
know what we're doing.
There.
Road, you was actually in the right spot.
aw.
See, look at that. Look at that.
See, the only thing
Well
I had
done.
to move is take out, move Goose
me
and
too.
put in Nana.
Yeah, that's actually, that was actually the easiest overlay change I've had to do in a while. Fuck yeah.
Well, can all of you stop bragging, please?
I'm the only one who did it before.
Well, I did that too, but
And
but
welcome in, everyone.
as you can see,
was-
we are a person short though. The wild
We
goose,
are.
We
the
are.
wild goose has got a well, Denny is not well. Goose has got a hangover, so
Well, actually, we're kind of two people short because we're missing Danny and Cuddly's just tiny.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Cuddly is very tiny.
I
Wow.
did not come here to be attacked like this.
shots fired.
Nice to have you back, Cuddly.
I'm
Shots
leaving.
fired, but Orb,
Love
you will have to shoot with the disadvantage because prone creatures impose disadvantage.
Oh, dang it.
Hello, chat. How y'all doing?
Hey everyone.
I'm just gonna, don't mind me, I'm just gonna eat this chocolate.
Hang on. I just realized my stuff.
Sorry guys, sorry about that. It should be fixed now. Should be all fixed.
I could attack with it. It's just not literally.
It's still a
flowers.
staff. Yes. And did you,
I
I,
thought it
don't
was
know,
a
Cuddly.
gimmick.
Cuddly, did you watch the VOD, Cuddly?
No, I did not have a chance.
Oh, Nana's gonna love this.
So I've got no idea
Nana's
what's going
gonna
on.
love this.
This is gonna be
Alright,
an
let's-
interesting time.
Let's start. I want to give Nana some flowers.
Well, hang on. We gotta fucking get into it. But calm down. Far out.
Hello everyone, I'm Josie Poser, I'm the Dungeon Mistress. I'm running this game for these silly Aussies. We are unfortunately, yes, the animation short, down with the sickness, and Goose
Perfect.
Hate that.
is therefore hungover still, even though he was drunk like the whole day. I can't believe he actually got to the hungover state. I assumed he was just stay drunk for a few days. But here we are, and it's me and my friends, and I'm drinking tasty drinks in a tea mug where it says tea, but you can't see it. Can you see it? It says tea. Look.
Oh,
It does say tea. There you
I
go.
see it. Wow.
Yeah.
I was actually watching
But it's not
someone
tea.
eat chocolate.
It's tasty.
It is. It is. You have about 9 minutes, 11 minutes before that joke becomes dangerous.
Oh dear.
No, honestly, I'll give you a freebie. Today, all puns are valid because I don't
my-
want to
no.
throw the Panthers at you
Yes.
unless we're full squad.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Why would you say that?
The power.
Oh no.
I love this.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it up your orb.
I am Arthur Orbit the Third, or what a storm. I play. What are you
Pretty much
laughing?
interchangeable at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just the same person. You just made yourself into. Stop trying to kid anyone.
Look,
I'm a
Let's not
Wood
let's not
Elf
deny
Ranger.
it.
I'm
To
a
be
Wood
fair
Elf
though,
Ranger.
if anyone should be a grave cleric, shouldn't it be Orb?
Yeah.
True.
So we've got Orb playing Orb, we've got Aussie playing Orb, and we got and then when Orb's not here, we got Josie playing Orb because someone's going to control the character as well. So it's kind of like,
It's just orbs.
Orb, how many
Yeah.
people do you have
all
in
the
you?
way down.
Oh, look,
Just
look,
rename the campaign.
we all know that Aussie sims for me, but anyways, over to Aussie.
True.
Wow. Wow, this is lies, slander, and I will not hear of it.
Don't deny it.
I'll deny any and all accusations here. Just don't look at the VOD from last night if you want to see simping. Whew. No, seriously. Hey guys, I'm AussieDevFro. I'm a variety streamer, live 5 nights a week, and I play D&D with this silly crew here. I play Rudy, Magic Hands McGee. I am the grave cleric who is supposed to keep them out of the grave, but you know, maybe we're thinking 1 foot in the grave kind of works out a bit easier for him, so maybe we'll see if we can swing that. But yeah, that's me. I will pass it on to... Oh, sorry. I'm not drinking coffee tonight. Because I drank a lot of coffee over the last 2 days. For various reasons.
Oh yeah? Why though?
I'm not
Why
going to
though?
say because
why
it'll
won't
sound...
you
No,
elaborate?
I don't want to say it
Aussie,
because...
why are you doing this?
No, because it's shameful plugging. But I am drinking a nondescript beverage that is may or may not be alcoholic. Yep.
May or may not be.
May or may not be. Yeah. Just covering all my bases. Alright, off you go, Roju. You seem fairly animated.
Oh, well, that's the only animation you're going to get today. My name's Roju. My channel's Participation Award. I'm yet another variety streamer. You may see me today playing Gerald, the quote-unquote wizard, who is actually a warlock, probably unbeknownst to himself. You can find me on some days a week, but, you know, it's a bit on and off again at the moment. But I'm too tired to really think of anything else more to say. So,
I assume that means Cuddly, your goat?
I think that means, yeah, I think that's me. Hi, I'm Cuddly Raptor, playing Nana Melavora. Just a picture today, sorry, no camera. Turns out, you just don't want, look, spine's minorly, like, messed up. You just don't want this today. We're a mess, chat, but that's okay. Yeah, and I don't know, coming back into the variety streaming game one day this year,
One day.
decade, perhaps.
It's alright, Cuddly.
More.
It's alright, Cuddly. You're our mess.
Yeah, I'm your mess. Just drinking water today because I'm that much of a mess. Love it. Back to you.
It's just in, we're all a hot mess. Back to you.
Quick announcement-ish. For a short time, undisclosed amount of months, but at least 1 or 2, we will be playing once every 2 weeks instead of every week, but we will aim to play longer.
Wow.
Just so everyone's aware.
Okay, well, Nocti is in chat, so now the jig is up, guys.
The jig is up. I said, no, listen,
longer,
Noctia.
like,
Noctia, I'm talking to Noctia. I will mention, please refer to what I just said. We will aim to play longer. I didn't say we will play longer. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
It's a beautiful TED Talk.
obviously,
No, but
is
so
game
next-
come along, Aussie gone.
No, for those of you who saw the
the-
photo on Twitter, you saw that Nocti has been packed in a suitcase all day.
All of the Noctia.
All of the Nocti was in a suitcase, yes.
All the incarnations are inside multiple suitcases. Yeah, at least we're hot messes. I mean,
Debate.
Just Nocti
it's not
times
debatable,
40.
Cuddly. It's in the eye of the
I'll
beholder.
debate the shit out of you.
Gotta think positive. But yes, so next Sunday there will be no D&D. But the Sunday after we will come back. And hopefully we'll have Aussie if he has not been murdered by a Ditto.
I mean, if he has, then it won't matter because we can just like he'll be close to me by then.
It would be
right? He'll
amazing for
he'll be much
narrative.
closer. So what I'll do, I'll just go over to his house, I'm sure Nocturne won't mind if I
Nice.
sort of just
Thank you, Pirate Eggs. Thank you for the bits.
string them up, and I'll just weekend at Bernie's them.
Excellent. Yeah, no, that works perfectly,
You
Roju.
know, here's an idea. Noctia, again, talking to you. What if Aussie just went to Roju's place on Sunday? And you could sleep all day.
Hey, I mean, yeah, you're welcome to. You just
Gerald
walk
and
over here.
Rudy team up.
Yeah.
I can just imagine Ozzy walking down the road with his big ass PC. Just, oh, I'm coming.
We've got instant like acknowledgement of that. Josie speaks great ideas. Like that is almost a go. Oh no.
Beat up your old laptop.
Yep.
Or
Oh,
just sit
dear.
next to each other, you know? Just like
Yeah.
squeeze in.
And just
We could, you
hold
could-
each other gently and drink our problems away.
You
Yeah.
know, this is
Yeah.
getting better and better.
And eventually it will just turn into a hot tub stream.
well, I got to blow up Kitty's pool, like behind the curtain.
Here's your hot tub stream with Rudy Magic Hands McGee.
I need an adult.
Nice.
I've
Cuddly,
that was
I have
just
bad
cool.
news. We are adults.
Fuck.
Joke's on you, we're all adults.
Who's the oldest adult? They're more responsible than us.
I believe that is Roju.
Yeah, that's my point.
That's Roju.
I'm just pouring myself some alcohol.
Like a real adult.
There's no
Yeah,
real adults here.
You know when you're an adult and you go, oh, I need an adult, and you're like, no, I need to find an older adult.
No, I said the same thing. We
We
need
just
to
need
find
a
a
more
real.
boring adult.
Yeah, that's
Got
it.
people in chat over here saying they would support a hot tub Kickstarter.
Nice.
But
There you
wait, there's more.
Oh,
If Rudy and Gerald
What?
get into a hot tub,
Oh my god, why are we
Arthur Orblet and Rudy are already a thing. Is this polycule or a triad?
I mean, Arthur's charisma just isn't high enough, I'm afraid.
No, it's not. No.
Ooh.
Hey, Arthur doesn't need his charisma to get Rudy in the tub.
That's,
Okay.
that's fair. That's fair. That's canon.
Okay.
Now I just want the Critical Role campaign 1 hot tub scene, but it's Rudy and Arthur.
No, Davey, it is not happening. God
It
damn
is
it.
happening, Davey.
I love it.
It's happening.
Yeah,
Not
it's
only-
so bent
Not
on.
only will we have the Arthur Rudy wedding, we will also have the Rudy Gerald hot tub stream.
I support all of this.
Spoiler alert, Gerald leaves his hat on.
It's okay. Rudy's gonna leave his gloves on. Sorry, his singular glove. He'll leave his glove on. That's alright.
Nice.
Trady, I'm not gonna deign that with a response whether I do or do not have a mankini, okay? Like let's not go.
Well,
On
that's
that note,
really
should we get started?
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
according to Minecog,
Please.
I'm not supposed to interrupt you for another minute. Just,
Well, we got
no.
another minute of giving Aussie more shit. Okay. Egg. Just
Oh my
start with
God.
egg.
Egg.
egg mug, Rodu, mug.
What? Why have we defaulted into just egg?
I mean, egg's pretty good.
Egg is
Fine.
amazing.
Fine. Let's get into it. Let's actually play this game.
What?
Yes.
What?
So what?
Okay. Oh shit! It is now 45.
Yeah.
DBD.
We couldn't do it. We gave chat
no.
before we started. We gave ourselves a hard count of 15 minutes. Got to stop the banner at 15 minutes. Couldn't do it.
I just
Okay,
couldn't
one
help
last
myself.
thing. One
Oh,
last
Josie!
thing. One last thing.
Yeah.
One last thing. Sorry, I have to. Butter goose robbery.
Wait, what? I don't. What? What? I didn't. I don't get it. I don't think the same word. I don't think the same. What?
Butter goose rubber.
What? I. Hey, Cuddly, do you know why they're laughing?
I have no idea.
Thank you.
I'm very lost.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one lost.
It's how you say sandwich wafer in Swedish.
It literally translates to butter goose robbery.
I
Have you never heard that before?
Wafer. Why would
What?
anyone call it that?
it's sorry, the jokes.
I'd forgotten already. Why would you do this, Tracy?
I don't know. I spent so long on my makeup this morning.
and it was all for naught.
This is why I drink, chat. This is why I drink.
So there you go. You all learned something today.
That was
You
the
all
big
know.
thing.
You all know the
For
literal
context.
translation.
For context, the word wafer in Swedish can be in Swedish is pronounced
Thanks
either
for the bits
as
again, Pirate Eggs.
it's pronounced
Thank
as
you,
an
Matt.
one, which is either a wafer or a robbery, and a sandwich is a butter goose if you directly translate the words. So it's a butter goose robbery.
So are we saying Goose is gonna butter themselves up and rob a bank?
Or is
I
it a
hate
goose
to
that's
see that.
made of butter? Or is it a goose that's trying to rob a bank of butter? Who knows?
Untitled Goose D&D.
Oh,
It's a
God.
DLC for Untitled Goose.
Oh my god, it should be.
Okay. For real though, I'm sorry about that, everyone.
No, it had to
I
happen. It was
to.
so
I mean,
important.
Yeah, it clearly, absolutely, had to
I
happen.
feel
and
better for
Yeah.
knowing this.
I may not have laughed on the outside, but I chuckled on the inside.
I did make a clip of me getting you to say that on stream. I clipped it. It's in your clips. You going, just butter goose robbery? What did I miss? What's a butter goose robbery?
Maximum confusion.
It's all right.
Send it to Roger.
Trady says this is an image: the gang losing their minds over butter goose robbery, and Dev is sinking a cider. That's that was the image.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just get rid of this last piece of makeup gunk, and then I'll start.
That's
Oh,
also a
this is
beautiful
nice.
image.
Makeup gunk?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Cuddly,
What?
getting eyeliner out of your eye the next day.
Fucking hate that, by the way.
Oh, don't you, Roji?
Every
Denny's in my chat. All I'm thinking of is Goose just oiled up in butter sliding across the dungeon floor.
No!
See, now that's funny. That is actually funny.
But sorry, we said we'd get into it on time today.
Yeah, but you're the one that diverted it.
Yeah, it's
I
your
know,
fault
I
this
know,
time. I
I
refuse to
know,
hear anything
I
of
know.
this.
You should. All the chat, you should have heard me. I was like, we need to be more efficient. We need to get in on time. At 45, I will.
Hey, Experience Knows, thank you so much for gifting a sub, mate. I really do appreciate it. Absolute champion. Pirate Eggs, enjoy those emotes, mate.
Butter
Enjoy
goose
those
curling,
emotes.
new sport, canon, invented.
I love it.
But last week on Dramonia, you all arrived in the port city of Southport. Shaped like an upside-down tiered cake, you made it to the port Waveside district and the main harbor. You were told by the captain that there's supposedly an important party of sorts 2 days from now, and if you were still in town, the captain would come find you, because he was not convinced that all is well, and there might be something going down at this party. Going into town, you also talked to Pesty and Sin, and they were going to disembark the boat, stay in town for a few days, while Pesty is having Sin's sled refashioned into a wheelchair of sorts. The boat, the Tide Rider, will be in town for 5 days approximately before restocking and making it up along the coast towards Green Harbor. Pesty and Sin said they were going to go on the boat when this happens, and as far as you know, Lena is staying on the boat until further notice. As you made it into town, you found very quickly tavern, inns, and Nana went off to look for a more comfortable place to stay for the time being, instead of having to be in the bustling dockside district. Nana made her way into the city, and the rest of you walked looking for pubs to crawl when you stumbled upon an auction where one of you heard a familiar voice and recognized a name and a face. Rudy, not staying there anymore, took off immediately with Goose to go get as drunk as possible. While Gerald and Arthur stayed at this auction where several items were put up and sold. And throwing in your lot and your luck, you got your hands on a staff that could apparently conjure flowers out of thin air, and an amulet that you tucked away and thought, this'll make a nice present for Nana.
Yeah.
Gerald also got his hand on an item that was portrayed and displayed as a scale of the great Ur-Dragon Thalage. But later that night, upon further notice, it was not the scale that Gerald had hoped. However, it was the scale of possibly an ancient white dragon.
Pretty good.
With blue eyes.
Yeah.
Can I just
Possibly.
quickly input? Can anyone else hear like talking?
I
Like,
thought
what's-
it was.
I'm
I just thought it was me.
Sirenscape.
Oh, that's Sirenscape. It is so low. I could bet. I was
okay.
like, what is
Ah.
that?
I was like, shit, is it my end?
Yeah, I was like, is someone having like got a conversation out their window?
Oh yeah, actually, I'm gonna turn that up. There we go. That's.
Oh, they are talking out of that window.
Yeah, that'll do.
But
Yeah, I can hear him.
after getting a fair amount of alcohol in their system, some of you came to talking inside Alyssa's Folly, the large tavern. And looking out, as Rudy was explaining that there was someone he didn't want to meet that he saw at this auction. Arthur looks out the door as this same person, this tall and not, I want to say well-eaten, not skinny, not overweight, but there's a roundness to the edges of this man. He's got a very stylish beard, his hair combed back, heavy with product, large curls in the back of the neck, and with a raspy voice. And he was followed closely, what seems to be some sort of attendant. Wearing a mask with a grinning demonic face on it. Seeing that Rudy was trying to avoid this person, Arthur decided instead to follow them. Following them into a district called the Manors, where large mansions and houses used by people of higher standards, money, position, often used as summer houses or simply seasonal homes. Arthur follows them, finds where they are staying, and proceeds to tell his owl Madeline to stay put and come find him. He tells Madeline, come find me at the tavern. And when he returns to the tavern, they are all pulled away to the Midtown district by Nana Melivora, who's found a quaint little B&B style place to stay, known as Ma Millie's Inn.
Hell yeah.
You take the elevators up to the next tier in Midtown, and you pass by what looks to be a house of the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers. And you also walk through what is known as the Artisans Row, where you see shops upon shops upon shops. You see metal workers, goldsmiths, jewel crafters. You see carpenters, and you see artists, painters, sculptors. You see bookshops, you see general stores. And eventually you find a 3-story building. It's fairly compact, but it's tall. It's painted in a very light mint green with white edges. It's stone and wood. And inside you see a half-orc younger woman named Enda, who welcomes you in, and you also meet the older halfling lady, Ma Millie. And you're all brought in, you get food, you're shown to the third floor, which is just one large apartment, essentially, that Nana has procured for all of you. There seems to only be 2 other patrons in this inn, and they are keeping to themselves. Well, inside you see that the curtains are thin, they are lacy and silky, the doilies have doilies, there are paintings and cross-stitching of small dogs. You see farmhouse paintings hanging on the walls. There's sheep wool blankets all over the place. And all the pillows have tassels. All the sofas have the little braids at the bottom, just hanging along. And it's really comfortable sleep. You are served before bed hearty, warm soup and bread with melted garlic butter you could just free dip. And with full bellies, tired bodies, you make your ways up and you fall asleep.
Once we can like extricate the sheets from the immaculate Nana
Yes, they are incredibly hard to get off the actual bed.
Oh my god!
So I just
and you almost get guilt struck having to actually get in these beds. That's how well they are made.
Wow.
So I just want to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, Cuddly Raptor, how much do you enjoy the vision of where we're staying?
Me personally or Nana?
You personally.
Me personally. I mean, I think it's very quaint. It sounds very quaint, and it sounds like a great napping spot. I won't lie to you.
What does Nana think?
Nana also thinks it's very quaint, and she thinks the owners are good people. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have, brought everyone there. She does know when too many tassels are too many tassels, but she hasn't said anything about that because she's a nice person. She just silently judges the 5 tassels too many and goes, no. But other than that, and loves probably loves the food, I think, is my guess.
So as you're all gathering up, you come to in the morning. There's definitely a smell of breakfast. You can smell hash browns, definitely hash browns and bacon. There's also definitely artichokes on being cooked. Definitely, there's just a lot of really nice smells wafting through the building, under the door, just coming into your loft apartment.
I could
What
just
do y'all want to do?
I could just picture Rudy sort of float in the air with the smell, just following down to the kitchen, cartoon style.
He is. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, he's like a moth to a flame. Yeah, let's not deny his baser instincts. Yeah, he's already scratching at the door. He wants in.
Let me out!
What is it, boy? What is it?
Breakfast!
Get out?
It's breakfast! Breakfast!
No, well, Gerald will still be fast asleep because he's got to get his extra. But you'll also note that Gerald was unable to untuck the sheets. And he's just asleep there, like you can perfectly see the outline of his body just like pinned by the power of the bed sheets.
We can come rescue Gerald after breakfast.
Nah, leave him.
Leave him.
You wonder how he actually got in there in the first place.
Yeah.
Arthur's going to be already downstairs, with Madeline and just spending some quality time with Madeline.
Yeah, and as you're sitting down there in what's essentially like a lounge room, it's next to where you had your dinner. It seems like when you enter the building, right ahead there's a staircase that leads upward. To the right is a lounge, and if you go through the lounge and you take a left, there's a large dining hall, and then there's a kitchen attached.
Okay.
But the morning comes to, you make your way down, and you're sitting in the lounge. You're petting Madeline, and
So I want to speak to Madeline, and go. Look, Madeline, I was actually thinking about getting you some like a scarf or something. What would you think about that?
what's a scarf?
It's like a bit of cloth, and I sort of jest over this, but it could be of any color, and I could put it around your neck.
Why?
Oh, just because if you get, it, I just think it will look cute on you. Let's just say that. I think you look adorable with that on.
Okay.
Awesome. I also have to go buy you some food. Do you want anything special?
Tasty food.
Oh, obviously tasty food. Would you like any toys or scratching stuff when you have to go into your cage?
What's a toy?
Oh, a toy.
Arthur's heart.
Like, what if I got a toy mouse? It's not a real one, it's a pretend one, but you could just chew on it.
Can I eat it?
Well, not really. It's more just a.
Then no thanks.
Oh, okay. Sure, all right. And I go back to just patting and sort of grooming and just being cute.
And you all realize that Goose is determinedly taking a day in bed. And it just excuses himself, says that he's not feeling well, the fatigue of everything is catching up, he's not doing too well, and he just wants to stay in bed for the day.
I mean,
He
fair
needs some
call.
goddamn Powerade.
Goose drank almost as much as Rudy yesterday, so that's to be expected.
Almost as much as Rudy. Oh. We're gonna tell Goose you're making that claim.
Oh, Goose already knows, I reckon.
Goose will drink you under the table.
What's Rudy and Nana up to this morning? As you wake up, you got the sounds of the city waking up outside, seagulls, and people. There's you left the window open, the cool sea breeze is coming through, the noises of a full city. It's been a while since you've had this kind of hustle and bustle, and it's sleep disrupting but comfortable.
Rudy, so coming down from breakfast is like coming down to breakfast. Is it like already just out on the table, or is it sort of still being cooked currently?
It's looking like it's getting served. There's only one person sitting there keeping themselves. Just gives you a quick nod, and they're eating something. And as you walk out, you sit down. Coming through the door, you see Ma Millie, the older halfling, comes through. Good morning. Would you like some breakfast?
Yes. Just something quick. I do have somewhere I need to be early this morning. What have we got on the go?
I could whip up some sandwiches, definitely.
Sandwiches would be amazing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What would you like? Or just an assortment. I could surprise you.
Surprise me. A little bit of surprise. It spices. It like variety is the spice of life.
And for your friends?
They. Oh, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think any of them are getting out of bed. I think they're all taking a morning in.
Just wait in the lounge, dear. I'll get you a picnic basket full
Excellent.
of the goodies.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and as you walk out into the lounge, and as you walk through, you see Arthur sitting there with his owl.
Arthur, Madeline.
Good morning. And I'm speaking in an owl at the moment. I'll totally forget. Good morning, Rudy.
Arthur, I think you've gone a little bit loopy. You've been Madeline, if he's saying anything weird, just let us know, yeah? and Rudy goes sits in another chair.
Rudy, sorry. Loopy how?
What, you think you're talking to the animals?
I can talk to the animals.
Oh, see now, and again, Rudy's like addressing Madeline like Madeline knows what he's saying. He's like, yeah, that's what he says,
You're a fool. You're a fool. But anyways, I need to do some shopping this morning. What about you? What do you got there?
I mean, shopping sounds good, but I was thinking more of, a little bit of shopping can't hurt. I was gonna head out into the city early, see the sights. Maybe I don't know. I suppose I'll just roll the bones and see where they land and make my way.
Sure, roll the bones. Yeah, exactly. Look, I was gonna wait till Nana gets down here, and because I was gonna buy Madeline a scarf.
You mean a collar?
No, not a collar. A scarf. It's trendy.
Okay. Ah, right. But it's going to be used for identification purposes, right?
No, it's adorable. Don't be an idiot.
Nana comes down the stairs.
I mean, okay, fine. Call it a scarf. Just whatever.
I also need to get.
Feels like everyone's attacking me today.
I also need to get Madeline some food. Hoping to get her a nice juicy rat. And I also need to get more arrows. Otherwise, I'm going to be not good next time we get into a fight. I'm running a little low.
See, that's why I've never understood your reliance on practical weaponry like that. Like ammo, arrows. Come on.
Yes, because impractical weaponry is so much better.
Reliance on practical weapons.
Yeah.
Have you not seen me fight?
I know, but what happens when you run out of arrows? You what? You're gonna swing a torch at a mammoth again?
No. Pulls out his short sword.
That would be the first time.
Puts it back away, and don't
pull out your short sword in public. That's rude, Arthur.
And Arthur then pulls out the staff of flowers. Tap tap. Flowers coming out, directed towards Nana.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Arthur. That's so very nice.
Oh, no problem at all. You deserve it, Nana.
And Nana takes the flowers and tucks them behind her ear, just behind the babushka, because her hands are full of tiny plant boy, who has... The reason she's so late is because she just couldn't get the vines to unwrap themselves from the tassel. This thing loves the fucking tassel, will not let go. It took ages. So that's obviously why she's late coming down.
Oh, Nana, while you're down here, I was saying we could do some shopping, and Rudy said he wouldn't mind a spot of shopping. What would you think, Nana?
Oh, that would be very good, because I need some tassels.
Very good.
I refuse to comment more on that. No, just kidding. I just need my little plant friend is just enamored with the tassels here, and I must say it has good taste, but really, it needs to leave them where they are. We can only sew so many back on.
So you're saying if we get it a tassel of its own,
I hope so,
almost like a chew
Rudy.
toy. Okay, right.
And
Yes.
Nana, when Gerald wakes up,
We could just leave Gerald there.
when Gerald wakes up, we got something for you.
Oh,
But you have to
alright.
wait till he wakes up.
I absolutely will. He looks very comfy at the moment. He's very should I say stuck looking?
Well, when I got out of bed, he didn't look exactly comfortable, more just stuck. But okay.
No, I'm sure he knows what he's doing though. Nana is not sure.
Yeah, and you spend some time down here, and eventually Mom Millie comes out with this big basket. Sorry.
To be honest, I
And you look inside, and there's like a handful of small glass bottles with stoppers in them, and she explains it's some homemade apple ciders.
Ooh.
And you see in parchment paper folded in baking paper, you've got like a handful of sandwiches. You see what looks to be some maybe yesterday's muffins, but they still look very tasty. They look to have some sort of berries in them, and as well as just like a larger bottle that looks to have water in it.
Oh,
Yesterday's muffin sounds like an post-apocalyptic.
All right, Madeline.
That's
Do
all.
you want to come shopping and fly around outside, or do you want to just have a day inside?
And by this point, your speak with animal has gone.
Yeah. But Arthur's still acting like he didn't realize it's gone.
What's the duration on
Matt,
Speak with Animal?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Madeline does not really give you much of a reaction.
I just put her in her cage and take her back up to the room. Double check that Gerald is still sleeping.
Oh, you get in there? No,
It's-
Gerald's actually awake. He's like,
Oh, what seems to be the problem there, Gerald?
oh, nothing, Arthur. Just stretching in bed.
Oh,
Nothing-
stretching. All right.
nothing wrong here. Definitely
Oh.
not stuck.
Okay. Well, so housekeeping will be up soon, I guess.
Bed calisthenics.
Okay, you do you. You do you. Arthur walks out the door.
You just hear this like weak, like ah.
Leave him. He's supposed to do everything by magic anyway.
Too bad Mage Hand can only lift 5 pounds.
That's right. Yeah.
I can just imagine housekeeping knocks on the door. Housekeeping.
Oh, thank God.
No, wait. Since Goose wants to sleep, Rudy would have flipped the do not disturb onto the door as we left. So housekeeping ain't covered.
No one's coming to save you, Gerald.
No, but there's a moment after a while, Goose gets up and just says, "Let me help you, Gerald," and just with
He's like, no, I've
with
got
ease just rips the blankets off the bed.
this. Oh, I can breathe again.
Yeah, and Goose just says something akin to, "I think I'll stay in. If you want to leave like the packs here, I'll keep an eye on it."
Oh, thank you, Goose. Are you sure? Oh, you are looking a bit under the weather. Rest up, my friend. Don't worry too much. We won't do anything too silly without you.
Well,
He thinks for a moment. I won't do anything too silly without you.
Goose gives you a pat on the back, and you brace for the classic, but it's softer, like
Oh,
more offhandedly.
it's a soft boy pat. Yeah, yeah. He instinctively like puts one leg forwards to just like brace for the. And it's just like, and I'm like, oh. All right. Well, did you want me to bring you up some food for Did you want me to bring up some breakfast, Goose?
He'll figure it out.
All right. Well, I'll see you later then. I'll head downstairs after getting
Yeah,
dressed.
downstairs you see the rest. They're going through the contents of this picnic basket, and you see like the assortments of. There seems to be a classic like egg salad sandwich. There's a BLT that looks like it's been fried as well, and there's just an assortment. Looks to be one with some sort of minced meat in it. Looks like smells very irony. But everything looks hearty. There's also a variety in bread, where some seems a bit being a bit more on like ground wheat flour, and some they turn more to whole grain. But there's an assortment. There's about like 6 different sandwiches in there.
Well,
No crust.
No crust.
well, how is Rudy gonna get his curly hair then? Far out.
Buttered goose for days.
Again,
Yeah.
chat. Just don't worry about it.
Worry about it, chat.
Don't worry about it, chat. Like it just. This is what happens when
That's-
in jokes go wrong, guys.
It's gonna be like while you're out shopping, Goose is buttering up and going on a heist.
Yeah.
Please, can that be canon?
No, that's the fever dream Goose has.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So then it doesn't actually impact anything.
But yeah, so Gerald comes down, sort of yawning, and good morning, team.
Gerald, you finally broke free of the confines of your fabric prison, did you?
Oh, look, Rudy. It wasn't
well,
a prison.
yes.
He told me it was calisthenics.
It was fine.
How do you
that's
know
right.
a word with that many syllables, Arthur?
That's right, Arthur.
Oh, damn.
It was bed
Arthur
calisthenics.
sits down. Arthur sits down and glares.
Nana, yes. Sort of looks at Arthur, looks at Nana, and is like, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I think you'll like this, Nana. We were at the auction the other day, and after purchasing the dragon scale that was in our room, an item came up that both Arthur and I thought you might like. Neither of us could afford it, but we pitched in together and we got it just for you.
Oh, that's
And,
so sweet.
And he pulls it out. Was it like bagged or like was it just loose when they gave it to us, or was it like in a bag?
It was more like folded into a piece of
Into a
nice
cloth.
cloth.
Lovely, cool. So I'll leave it folded in the cloth and go. Here you are, Nana. This is just a small token of appreciation from myself and Arthur.
No, you boys spoil me as she carefully unfolds the cloth. And did I hear right? It's an amulet in there?
There is an
So-
amulet.
Yes, there is. So when you open it up, you get this sort of like smell of like old ale-stained wood. And yeah, it's just like a little wooden amulet, kind of like with little, kind of looks like little leafy things in a way. It's just like a
And she
long-
admires the craftsmanship.
Now,
Oh, this is beautifully crafted, just like my mother would have made, you know?
Oh.
also, it's magical.
Oh, well, that's always nice, too.
So if you want to add it to your inventory, the name of it is the Amulet of the Drunkard.
This does make sense, yes. This does. I see what you have done here.
Because we've noticed that you like the odd nip on occasion, and we thought this could be make that more practical.
Really, I think you've done the right thing here. I think my patron would honestly have a good time with this. So, thank you so much for thinking of me.
Oh, Nana. We enjoy this trip because of your wonderful food. So we had to pay you back somehow.
Oh, you never have to pay me back. Orby, and she kind of squeezes his cheeks, but there's not much to like squeeze there because
There you go.
he's, probably, oh, thank you.
For everyone at home, you can see it there.
Hey, Crow.
Yeah, so for everyone in chat, essentially this item loves whoever is, I think, attuned to it.
No attunement
Uh,
required.
no attunement. Once per day, if you're wearing this, if you drink essentially a pint of ale or other alcoholic beverage, you get the benefits of a greater healing potion.
Fuck
Just
yes.
pretty fucking
Yeah.
insane. Like, what the heck?
You can
And
heal
doesn't Nana
yourself
carry
with
a
alcohol.
flask?
Yeah.
Yes, Nana carries a flask
Yes. Perfect.
of questionable beverage choice.
We made the right choice there.
You did. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I will definitely
Beer,
add this
ale,
in.
mead, or wine. 1 pint,
Oh, beautiful.
4d4 plus 4 hit points healed.
Oh, would you look at
Yeah.
that? Another avenue the party can heal that isn't Rudy.
Look,
Salty,
the
salty,
more redundancies we have, the
bad for
better.
your cholesterol.
Just a
Definitely.
pinch of salt there.
It's just the pinch.
Just a seasoning.
Yeah.
It hasn't been like the cap fallen off yet.
No.
Yeah, because you could essentially, like, if Nana's, even if Nana's wearing it, if someone goes down, you could run up, put it over their neck, and just pour alcohol in their mouth.
That's true, actually, yeah.
True.
Yes, we can do that to
Oh
Nana.
my
No, but didn't you
God.
say it had to be
Oh my
attuned,
God.
or?
That kind of makes you like those those
The
big
Saint Bernard
road
dogs.
Yeah, the Saint
The
Bernard
mountain.
with the alcohol around their neck.
Fuck. Oh my god, can I turn into a Saint Bernard?
Oh,
I
good.
think
You
you
actually
can.
I think I can. Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
oh my god.
All right, so we're sending
Rescue
Nana on
Nana.
rescue missions now.
Ooh, cosplaying as a Saint
Well,
Bernard.
I mean, you do have your special transformation, which is
True.
also
Oh
a
my
big
god, a
big red
cane
dog.
hat. Done. That is it.
Amazing.
Plus 10
Oh,
to keep.
great.
That's just the best combo.
Now I have a question for the Dungeon Master.
Dun, dun, dun.
With the what do we know about the Midnight Suns Guild house or place, whatever it is here? Outpost, is it, or what was the?
Okay, I was just doing one thing.
Lodge.
Cuddly, I've fixed. So if you go into manage inventory on your character sheet, you should be able to freehand search for drunkard, and the item shows up.
Ah, thank you. I was struggling, but I think
there was
user error.
yeah, there was a no. It's me and Road. You realize it's a critical role item, so you have to go back into your
Oh.
presets and
Change the
allow critical role. Yeah.
I see.
Midnight says, let me grab my document.
Yeah, because you mentioned that there was the Midnight Suns Lodge there.
Yes.
Nearby. What do you know that they like? What's the purpose of the of these lodges away from?
They bigger cities, they have their own essentially branches of the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers, which is your average old adventures guild.
Okay.
Here in South Harbor, they mostly handle extra security details. They do some monster hunting, because if you get to the top tier, there's pretty much only farms, and to the west, there's just open fields, a few forests,
Right.
and the Midnight Suns often do extra work up there, making sure that, because none of the city guards go all the way up, there's just no reason for them to.
Do we?
But there's also, you would know, the guild rep is Bimber, a goblin girl. She looks like a child, and she seems to always be reeking of chemicals.
Oh my god, it's a Lalafell.
It's a goblin. How dare you?
Oh, shit. I did not say Lalafells look like goblins, guys. That's not what I said.
Absolutely what you said.
Absolutely.
Now, but the head though, just to confirm, I assume this is the case, where we still need to bring it back to specifically the headquarters rather
Yes.
than being able
Yes,
to
you need to get to Ebonspire to Venarian Quinn, who is the headmaster of the Midnight Suns.
However, could we still not drop in and say, hey, we've made it back to the mainland, we're on our way, we might have a detour or so, just send word, we are on our way. We have the ability, we just say, maybe just say like we have what we went to get. You know, sort of to be
Yes,
cryptic in case the message gets.
So Jared will actually say to the party though, I intend to drop into the Midnight Suns Lodge and just let them know that we're in town. If they can maybe send word back to Ebonspire, let them know that we are on our way back. And maybe also seeing as we've got a few days, if they've got any short order jobs for us, perhaps, that don't require us to risk our lives, preferably.
I mean,
Oh, that's
yeah,
a wonderful idea.
definitely. We should definitely make sure, drop in, let them know that we are alive, because I think the last point of contact we had was them giving us that surprise gift and then sending us off to that horrible mine. So yeah, I think we should definitely confirm that we are still alive, that we have the package. The package is secured, you might say, and yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yes, I'll let them know that we're ahead of the game, eh?
Some of you also. Some of you also have drunken, foggy, vague memories that you mentioned heading out to Scale Cove.
Oh, I remember that. I didn't want to mention it.
Yeah, nah. I think it's best that Goose really wants to go out to Scale Cove. Like Goose was like honking at the bit.
I know he absolutely was. He absolutely was honking at the bit, Rudy. I'm honestly hoping he forgets all about it because it sounds rather dangerous.
Wait,
Oh,
forget?
I'll go with Goose.
Did you not hear Goose's mumbling in his sleep? Like it was all he was sleep talking. It was just like he was just rolling around going dragon honk. That was all he was saying all night.
I mean,
Well-
that's nothing out of the unusual, though, is it?
Oh, it's a little unusual. Usually it's more like muffin honk, but dragon is new.
Or sometimes it's even a bit like maybe like I swear I heard him say swan once.
He does love his dragons.
Well-
Look, let's.
Rudy, may I have a word? We don't ever speak of when he says swan in his sleep, all right?
I mean, then it's normally followed by butter me up, princess. But like that's that's neither
Oh,
here nor there.
Rudy! Jesus!
Honk, giant fish honk. Thank you, Denny.
But Rudy, before we actually go out anywhere, I feel like we need to get you a cloak or something. You said you're trying to avoid.
Oh,
your
yes.
dad.
Look,
And-
okay,
and-
all right. Okay, all right. I don't need a.
Oh yeah, for Cuddly's benefit.
I just.
Yes.
For Cuddly's benefit,
Oh, yeah.
Rudy's dad is in town.
Oh, it's his dad. Okay.
That
Yeah,
was the yeah, sorry.
And that's what
Yeah.
Arthur went and followed.
That
Was
Arthur
Rudy's
followed.
dad.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know it's his dad, right?
Oh
No,
no,
we do
no,
now.
we do.
Oh, we
yeah,
do.
they do.
Oh.
Yeah,
because we
after
confronted him.
Vlad.
I
after
wasn't
Vlad
allowed. I
died.
wasn't allowed to like.
Yeah, no, because he threatened Arthur with
I
death.
threatened Arthur with
if
death,
he
yeah.
pursued this person.
To
So
be
we're like,
fair, Rudy
what the
was
fuck is this
drunk. So-
oh yeah.
Yeah. But Arthur's
joke
now
wasn't.
like, I could still die here. We need to get you a cloak.
I see.
Look, no. The only person who could be possibly in danger right now is Arthur because he followed a potential dangerous noble who probably has enemies and probably considers Arthur some form of assassin.
Well, he didn't see me, so.
I mean, as far as you're aware.
I want everyone except for Rudy to make a history check.
Gotcha, no worries.
Okay.
'Cause there was a word in there.
Oh, that was almost good.
I was an 8.
7.
Okay.
Oh, I had a
Give me a-
17 and it went to a 7. I call
Yeah, mine
bullshit.
too. Look, we all rolled terrible.
Ugh, a 10.
Anyone want to use an inspiration point?
I will.
I'm confused as to what's going on, but okay.
Just to, because it's Rudy.
Just because it's Rudy.
Wow,
Rudy
okay.
is your
That's
inspiration.
what
Well,
I wasted it.
You, Nana, you got a 10, which was the highest.
Mm.
And
Yes.
you,
depressing.
there's a twinge of something when Rudy uses the word noble, but you can't put your finger on it.
Ah,
Noble.
There's something about it that just seems off.
gotcha. Okay.
Some noble. It's a common word, though.
Not too common in these parts.
Oh, okay.
But
Alright.
yes, anyways,
There's not a lot of nobility. Okay.
if anything, we all need cloaks then, Rudy. If you think I'm in danger and I think you're in danger,
Arthur, I was joking. We don't need cloaks.
I think you should get matching cloaks.
No. We don't need cloaks. I
Well,
was,
nice.
Take moustache on.
I was drunk. I overreacted. It's just, I don't like my dad, and my dad doesn't like me. Can we go shopping?
can we go shopping and then go check out the house they were in?
Are you shopping for cloaks to
Yes.
hide from your daddy issues?
Well, I'm shopping for a scarf first, arrows, and then a cloak, and then going to go sort out daddy issues.
I need tassels.
Oh yes. We got to do tassels, and then we can do daddy issues.
What kind of tassels do you want, Nana?
I let me see. Hold on. Probably one that looks like every single tassel in our room is my guess, but I can ask.
They don't need to spin or anything, do they?
What? Spin? Why would they need to spin?
Oh my
Gerald.
God, Gerald.
Gerald.
No.
What
Gerald,
kind of tassels
no.
do you want?
I think Gerald must have been visiting some
That's
of
it.
those other sites.
I'm this close to just going and spending the day in the graveyard. That's, I swear, I cannot handle.
No, Rudy, you've got so much to live for.
Do I though? Really? Like.
Yes, we're on our way home. We're finally out of the blasted cold land.
That's right. You need me to keep a bloody head alive.
We're away from a rampaging army of undead things.
Bring up a good point. We are away from those methods.
Honestly,
Oh,
things
yes,
are looking
yes.
up, in my humble opinion.
Very far away from.
So
the
Arthur's
methods.
gonna
Yes.
get up at this point, and he's gonna grab Nana and Rudy's hand. And come on, let's go shopping. And
Oh,
trample-
okay.
Which hand did you grab? The gloved hand or the non-gloved hand?
No, he's avoiding that gloved hand as much as possible. He doesn't know why you're wearing it, and he doesn't want to know why you're wearing it.
Good. Rudy slaps your hand away with the gloved hand. And he's going with you, but like he's not holding your hand.
And I'm just gonna
Wow.
grab a bit of. Is there just like some toast?
Nana will hold your
available,
hands.
Josie.
Yeah, definitely. If you go ask, you're
I'm gonna anime girl toast in the mouth, run out the.
Well,
you
I'm
run,
gonna-
you run
I'm
around the corner and you just run straight into this handsome senpai.
Oh no.
Roji goes all blushy. I'm gonna skip out with Nana then. I'm gonna start skipping, not running now.
All right. Fair enough. Nana can
Just
skip.
skipping down the street.
Yep.
elves.
Biggie-woos.
All right. Well,
You're skipping down the street. You essentially you exit onto the what would be the southern end, because the Artisan's Row goes from the north to the south. So you're in the southern end. You don't have. There's a few rows of houses before you hit a fenced off cliff edge where you can just see the open ocean and boats. Like there's fishing vessels out. There's one large trading vessel that looks like it just departed. And turning to your right as you exit the door, you see the Artisan's Row, where people are setting up shop. There's movement abound, lots of voices. People are shouting, yelling, talking. There's seagull chattering. Where do you want to go?
Nana, I think we need to go down there. That's where the shop seems to be.
I will catch up with you later. I'm going to go straight to the Midnight Suns.
Yeah, that's
launch.
on the other end of the Artisan's Row. So you have to just go through the whole shopping district.
Oh well, I guess if we're we'll just like start awkwardly going in the same direction. Like
Oh, bye, Gerald. Bye,
you're going
Gerald.
to say as well.
Goodbye, Gerald. Gerald, what the fuck?
So
Not good.
Arthur sort of looks at Rudy and just goes, "Yeah, nah," because you slapped his hand away. He's actually a bit upset about that.
No.
So
Hey, Nana's holding his hand. What am I? Cut glass? All right.
no. Hey, whoa, Nana.
No, shanks you.
Shanks him right in the heart.
Arthur, I swear to God, this twig light is
Arthur
going to eat
enjoys-
flesh.
Oh my fucking lord!
Arthur
Arthur was enjoying holding your hand.
Nana
but he
didn't
was-
say that. Cuddly said that. Shh. It's fine. You're fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
But yes. So Rudy, we're going this way. You can do what you want.
I'm coming with you, you silly sod.
No.
Just don't hold my hand.
And the twig light reaches out one little vine and tries to wrap it around your finger.
Come on, you've got to hold that. You've got to hold that.
Nana, your plant is holding my pinky finger.
Yes. I think it thinks. Look, it's really missing the tassels, you know, and I think if you just had something to hold, maybe it
Slowly
would
pulling
feel
the
better.
hand towards the maw.
Nana, doesn't this eat meat?
No. And I just gotta add here that I know that twig lights can like understand common, but there's one word that really stands out and it gets really excited over. And Josie said it earlier. Some of the sandwiches are egg salad, and it knows the word egg.
Of course it does.
Egg.
Of course
Yeah.
it knows.
It-
Oh my god.
Yes, it gets excited for
Egg.
so it doesn't eat meat, it eats egg.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
I
we
love
did have
it.
a lot of it on the ship, so it's probably basically.
Well,
been
that's
brought
what I
up
was
on
thinking.
egg.
It got a boiled egg like every
You
morning,
know what?
so now
That
it's like
makes a lot of sense. Yeah. All right, we have a twig light pet that eats egg. Gotcha.
Egg.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, put it in the law books, chat. Egg blight.
egg
blight.
Can it be named Egbert? Can we name it Egbert?
Oh my god. We might be able to.
No, you got to call it scrambles.
Scramble.
Last man says technically eggs are pre-meat. So
True.
Exactly.
Yeah.
or we
I-
can
That's
name
where your
it
head's at last.
Sheldon.
Oh my god.
Sheldon?
I was just gonna name it I, but there we go. You know, EI. German.
So down this line of shopping.
Yes, we're going down the shop. Sorry, Josie.
Um,
Oh dear.
do I see one that sells arrows?
You do see what looks to be a general store, and next to it there seems to be an mixed. There's a smithy and an armorer, and there's you see they got metalworking going. You see one of them looks to be an apprentice is sitting out front and is bending metal, doing like small sculptures out of thin pieces of scrap metal, and inside you see an elf actually of very dark ashy gray skin and this almost like shimmering gray hair that's up in like a very loose bun at the back, and he's wearing what looks to be thick glasses that is standing in a forge currently.
Here we go. Arthur's gonna walk up, and I'm guessing there's some sort of counter for him to lean on.
A little bit, but it's as you walk up, this young fella looks up and says, "Hello, how can I help? Looking for
G'day.
anything special?"
Yeah, I'm actually looking for some arrows.
Oh, we got arrowheads at least, but I think it looks over and you see just like 2 rows of houses away on the other
Mhm.
side. But if you go over to Tomas over there, he could probably fashion them into arrows for you. He does the wood stuff.
You guys sort of work together, I see. Then that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for that. Do I
How
pay
many
you?
need?
Do I need to pay you and pay him? How does this sort of?
I think Santar is a bit busy. He's working on a commission right now.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go. Oh, how much do they cost first? Let's start there.
Well, they're easy to make. I make them every now and then. Let me have a look, and I'm just gonna look at the actual price of arrows.
Yeah, they're not too expensive.
They're not too. Here we go.
Oh, here you go. Yeah.
Yeah, the full
20.
price for arrows is 1 gold per 20.
Oh,
I've got it listed
that's good.
in as 0.05 gold per 20 in D&D Beyond.
Oh, then I don't know if they've done an errata. In my player's handbook, it says 20 arrows, but your
Ah.
price is probably listed per piece. If you take
Oh, it could
the
be per
price on 20.
arrows. Oh, I
Yeah.
bet you're right.
Yep. I'll hand
As-
over 1 piece of gold, and I say, actually, I'm gonna hold 1 piece of gold and 1 silver piece, and say I would like to have 20 arrows, if you don't mind, and you keep that silver piece. It's
Oh, sir, hold on, sir. You're way overpaying. Give me just a moment. And he runs back, and the elf gives a look over, sees you, and gives a nod and like a wide smile. You see the face is just covered in soot.
after
And
awkwardly smiles back.
and
Oh my god.
it just you get like almost like an awkward smile back. Like you can't see the eyes. You just got these thick black lenses looking at you, and then turns away, starts like pulls it out of the forge, where it walks over to an anvil, and then this younger fella comes back, and he's got a note of paper, and says, "If you bring this with you to Tomas, it says that we owe him for it because you essentially paid the full price.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if you just bring this paper over, and he'll just come to us when he needs his part of the pay, and I just
Sure.
so you know. But sure, hold on. Let me just pulls out. You see this row. There's a low shelf with about a bunch of small drawers. Pulls one open, grabs a handful of arrowheads essentially, and starts like counting them up, and then shoves them down into a very small burlap style pouch, and just hands them to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna tip him.
You already did 1 silver.
Yeah, I'm gonna tip him again because he's such a good chap. 5 copper. I'm giving him.
Thank you, sir. You didn't have to.
You seem like a fine person indeed, and look, every little bit helps, does it not?
Fair enough. Thank you, sir. And just puts it in the pocket.
We
and
all
then,
know
like,
you're trying to impress that elf.
Yeah, looks over towards the rest of you, and almost looks towards you like waiting to see if anyone else wants to do business of any kind.
I suppose this would be a good place for Rudy to sell that old shield, hey? Because the shield he clearly knew he had the whole time.
Oh,
Oh, that shield. That shield.
The one that he gets a plus.
Actually, hold
The
on.
old one. I mean, you got a lot
Hold
of
on.
good use out
I don't
of
think I actually added the new shield to my inventory.
Oh, you're a fool.
Mhm.
I'll fix it. I'll make a note. I'll
Thanks.
fix it.
I just don't. I think we're just in so much shock.
Yeah, for now, keep the one because it's got the
Yeah.
same AC stat bonus.
Okay,
Keep it
alrighty.
in your inventory, but we can still RP you. Sell it.
Yeah. Rudy steps up, and I mean, he doesn't have his new shield. He left his shield back at home. He still has his mace on him. But yeah, he goes, "Oh, just looking to get rid of this. Surely someone else can get some better use out of it than I can now."
Oh yeah, definitely. We could work it up. It looks like it's been through some stuff.
Oh,
Looks
it
at
absolutely
over.
has. It absolutely has. It's probably saved my noggin on more than one occasion.
Yeah, hopefully the next person will know they're using it too.
Yeah, give me just a moment, and sort of like holds it up, turns towards, and yells, "Centaur!" And just holds the shield up, and the elf looks over, and just like looks over. You can't see the eyes. There's just these thick black lenses. Does one of these,
Yeah.
and the kid turns back. 4 gold, 5
That-
silver. I think I can offer.
That is totally fine. I'm just looking to get out of my hands. That's more than enough.
Okay, thank you. Like, takes it, puts it down.
Cool.
Anyone else got business?
No, sorry. I'm only in the market for tassels, as it were. I've and she just gestures to the little writhing massive
Well,
vines that's still holding Rudy.
I recommend you go to Monique, and also points like next to the carpentry store. You can see this one store where you see a woman currently is putting bolts of.
Hey, Evildoer, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Thank you. There's the alert. I have no idea why the actual raid alert didn't go out, but there we go. We got a host alert. How's everyone doing? Welcome in, guys. This is
Oh, okay, yeah. For some reason I thought.
How'd your game go tonight, mate? How'd your game go tonight? Yeah, no, stream's doing really well. We're having a good time tonight. Lots of RP tonight. We're going shopping. That's always a fun stream. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome on in. How are we all doing?
Good day. How can I be of assistance?
I was just over at your mates across the way there, and I've got these arrowheads. I'd like some arrows if you don't mind.
Yeah, I saw the pointing. I assume you've got.
Just in case there is
paper
anyone
for
coming
me?
in the raid who hasn't been here before, welcome on in.
Yeah,
I'm AussieDevFro. I'm the guy on the bottom here. I'm playing Rudy,
Uh,
Magic Hands
give
McGee,
me
a
moment,
cleric,
sure, I could
a
get
grave
something out, and if you just
Dominion
leave them
cleric.
here, take a
And
few minutes.
essentially, this is our D&D campaign. We play it every Sunday night.
Just next
And
door, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
just
Give me
we're sort of
10
like
minutes.
we're kind of at this transitional point
I
between
do believe my
campaigns.
little, my friend-
Where we're not quite on the next adventure, but we're kind of like, taking care of loose ends and stuff like that, doing our shopping and stuff like that. So mostly a lot of roleplay, but still a lot of banter between the characters and whatnot. So I hope you had a wonderful stream with Ividoa, and I hope you do continue to have a wonderful stream with us here tonight. Welcome in. Feel free to ask whatever questions you want in chat. It is, just go nuts. Totally happy to answer anything if needed, but I will start listening back into the game as of right now.
It would be a great help.
Yeah, and usually I do furniture, but I could do fine carpentry as well.
That would be wonderful. What do you think
It'll-
that would cost me?
5 silver maybe, if you want a really nice one.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I mean,
Absolutely. Whatever your finest little carpentry can do for my son.
it's a lot of finicky work though. I think it'll take me a while.
How long do you? Wait. How long are we staying in town?
5 days.
5. Oh, that should be fun. Will it take less than 5 days? Do you think?
Definitely. I'll probably have it done sometime tomorrow.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Let me order that now, and you take your time. I know you're very busy with your weapons, but this would be great. Oh no, you
Again.
can't touch his tools. No, we don't touch other people's tools
What
without.
is that? Living wood? He just looks down.
Yeah, it's very much alive, but Nana says it's harmless. I mean, it is cutting up the circulation of my finger.
What have we said
Nana, this
about
finger's
holding
purple,
people
Nana.
in plight?
Yep, I can't feel it anymore.
Oh well, I hope you didn't want that finger.
It's okay.
Okay. Anyone else looks around and says, 10 minutes for you, sir, and I'll have your arrows done. I just gotta,
Thank you.
gotta get them out the back and just twist the heads on.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be next door.
Okay. Fair enough. And where else did you want to go?
Next door.
Oh, yeah. Is next door
I'm
the cloth
Pushing
store?
straight on to the Midnight
You're-
Suns.
Pushing. Yeah. If you go to Nana, if you go next door, you find the seamstress Monique, who is a half-elven woman,
Ooh.
Monique, and she's dressed in very elegant, but not expensive-looking clothing. It's more like she spends a lot of time and effort into making her own attires, even though they seem to be made out of very, commonly occurring fabrics and materials.
Fantastic. We love practicality.
Yeah, and asking for tassels, she's got an assortment. and you can have your pick and choose, and they run anywhere from a copper to 9 copper, depending on how like fancy and detailed you want them.
Let's see. Nana would cast Speak with Plants and let the Twig Blight pick them out. I think 3 of them. 3 of them sounds good. 3 tassels.
3 tassels.
Yeah, and I'm just trying. Where's my
Yeah.
spell?
You-
Oh,
so
there it
you
is.
cast Speak with Plants, and the Twig Blight very quickly it just grabs the closest ones.
Okay, I don't know what
Does
I
Rudy
expected,
notice?
but yeah.
Does Rudy notice that Nana is now like, I don't know, how do you speak with a plant? I'm not entirely sure how this works. Out
Slowly.
loud?
I hadn't really thought about that. I was always assuming it was speaking out loud,
Hmm.
but in a language they understood. But I guess I don't really know. Is there something else?
Because if Rudy heard you turning to the Twig Blight and saying something weird, he would then go, Nana, it's going up the arm. My arm, it's starting to throb, please.
And you there's a moment of excitement coming from the Twig Blight. Like it's squeezing harder on Rudy's finger the closer you come to the tassels.
Nana, it's getting worse.
Okay. And Nana very carefully unwraps the tiny vine from around his finger and puts it on a tassel instead.
God, that's such a teeny vine, but I think that's going to leave a permanent mark.
Oh, then you'll always remember him, Rudy.
Yeah, and Monique the half elf looks at the three tassels that were grabbed and said, "You know what? A silver for the lot. That thing is adorable."
Oh, thank
Aw.
you so much. And Nana will give her 2 silver because she complimented the baby, obviously.
Well, and then Monique takes the 2 silver, pulls another tassel, a really fancy looking one, off the shelving and hands it to the Twig Blight.
Oh, and the Twig Blight like
Aw.
cuddles it like a teddy bear.
It's got these like seaweed green mixed with marine blue and just like a single strand of gold. You can barely see shimmering inside like the tassel.
Oh my goodness, thank you. You've truly spoiled us today. Now you make sure you don't lose that one. That one's very special. That one's from Monique, okay?
Yeah, and you
Just
see
imagine
the
this tiny
twig
fluffy
blight is
lizard.
just shaking frivolously these tassels. Just like,
I imagine it's like got like 4 different vines right now, just going. Ah!
yeah, it's just shaking excitedly.
I love this so much.
Oh, Denny says we have our own cheerleader now.
Yeah.
Yes!
That's the cheerleader.
Arthur
As
would
this
like
is
to-
happening.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Arthur was going to
Go
step
ahead.
forward and would you have a scarf of any type, but more for like an L I can tie it on? Like it just needs to be red, ruby red.
He means a collar.
If you want to mark your pet, I do recommend something smaller, and you put it on the ankle so it doesn't hinder the bird.
Okay. So you think a scarf would hinder? Okay. Look, I'll go with that. Do you have anything in ruby red that I can? Put?
Yes, definitely. I'll just give you a small strip of cloth, and you can just make a little knot, and it'll be fine. You know what? It's on the house, and just pulls out like a box of scrap fabrics and just rips a little strip of red fabric off for you.
Oh, thank you. You are amazing. You very much are. Here is 2 copper gold. 2 copper, not gold.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
2 copper. 2 copper. Just 2 copper.
Jeez.
Sorry. It just...
Like everyone who's like
Well,
trying
thank
to
you.
be kind is like, oh, you can have it for free. Here's 30 gold.
Arthur's gonna take just basically walk outside, go check up on the arrows, and then go find some owl food.
Yeah, you get 20 arrows, and
Sweet.
for owl food, I'll say it's 2 copper per day's worth of food for the owl. Because essentially, you ask around, you find a butcher, and you describe what kind of feed you want, and you get dried offal.
Okay, sweet. I do want to get one rat as a special treat.
Look
They
in
do
any
not
alleys.
sell rats.
Yeah, this isn't a dwarven town.
Okay. So you said 2 copper. I'm gonna get
Per
a
day's worth of feed for your bird.
Okay.
You want a rat? Just
But-
go in an alleyway and hunt it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get told if you want rats, you gotta head to the old docks.
Okay.
I mean, why don't you just take Madeline and let her hunt? She's an owl, right?
Well, the big city scares her. Okay.
Oh, well, I will be damned.
Like,
See, it loses its efficacy when you say it in chat and then say it out loud, Cuddly.
I had to. I remembered that we wouldn't get punished for it today.
oh shit! Oh wait, Cuddly.
Yes.
Cuddly. If you're looking in my chat, you should
Oh.
do exclamation mark pun.
I'm always lurking.
I did it on my phone, so I
But,
didn't get to see
yes.
what this is.
Oh no! God damn it! More of these scraps are left
Got 'em.
behind. Oh no!
Yeah. Gerald, you find your way to the Midnight Sun's guild house. And it looks like a typical log house. It's a hunting lodge. It looks like it's made out of logs. And it's got this very rustic vibe to it. You got the big insignia for the Midnight Suns. That as you step in, it definitely looks like it's been furnished to have the hunting lodge vibe. You've got the hunting trophies on the walls. You've got the tables made out of just like circles of wood, like cross sections of giant trees. Everything is just woodwork, and it smells of forest in here. And currently, there's not a lot of people hanging around. As you enter, there's 2 people that exit. They give you a nod, and you can see on their left shoulders they have the emblem for the Midnight Suns. And as you step in, first you get the smell of forest, of cut wood and oil, and it's nice. It's calming. You're definitely back on solid land. It's nice. And you see further down, behind what might once have been a bar, instead of bottles of wines or caskets of ale, you now see a full alchemist setup.
Right.
And there's this you just see like a pair of green ear tips that just walking like behind this bar counter.
Oh my god.
Oh, hello? Is that you, Bimber?
Oh, hello. Who's there? And just
Hello.
like clambers up on a stool. And you see this big bug-eyed goggles, and just gets them up, and they snap to, and they just keep the ears pressed together on top of her head.
Hello.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you remember me necessarily, but I'm Gerald with the Guild.
I'm
of
terrible
Rogues.
with names, but you look familiar.
Yeah, it's good enough. Well, yes. My name
Remember
is
the
Gerald.
hat?
Yes.
You
the hat.
misspelled wizard, by the way.
No. That's how it's spelled.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
in some parts. It's with 2 Zs for distinguishment.
You sure?
Yes,
Is
quite.
it like a rank thing? The better a wizard you are, the more zits you got.
Quite, yes. But it only goes up to 2.
Oh shit!
So you won't ever see one with 3. No.
What if I did? What do I do? Are they fake?
Well, they're probably fake, yes.
Oh shit! Counterfeit wizard? Imagine having a hat that says wizard when you're not a wizard.
Right? That'd be a silly turn.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Getting
no.
called out.
The amount of times we somehow
Wow.
get Gerald, like we nail Gerald, and then it like Gerald just like dear.
That would.
What can I do
that
for
would be
you?
Very silly.
You're
Yes,
heading
well,
down south, right?
that's right. We're
Everyone
returned.
okay?
Well, yes, mostly.
Because I just know I had an epiphany as soon as you left. I whipped up a bunch of like cold resistance potions, just in case more people gotta go there.
Oh yes, well that's probably a
Feed
very
him
good
smart
idea.
business.
Yes, more than just a pretty face, Bimbia. So we just
You're
wanted
not too
to.
bad yourself, you know.
Oh, stop.
Wow.
So we just wanted to get message to headquarters that we are on our way back. Are you able to send a missive to Evanspire for us?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I mean, depends.
On?
I can always send a mail rider, like a messenger.
Yes.
Or
well,
if you really want to, I could whip something up. We can make it faster.
Oh, how would you do that?
Feather token?
Feather token?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. For a message. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it turns into a bird. The bird flies. The bird delivers a message.
Yes. I mean, if you've got one to spare that won't impede your work here in any way, yes, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Send one on, and
I mean, if it's for guild business, it's all the same.
it is for guild business, so you can absolutely put it on headquarters tab. After all,
Yeah. Well, I mean, guild business, because you had a thing you were doing, right?
that's right. Yes. So we're just letting them know that we have done the job. It is now complete, and we are will be on a boat that'll be leaving
A
in
boat?
5. Yes, we'll be taking a
Yeah,
boat.
you would caught me dead on a boat. I got so bad seasick,
Oh
Oof.
yes, you and our ranger both.
Well, I did
So-
make a thing. Do you think he'd like it? I made this thing in case you get seasick.
Oh,
And
yes.
she pulls up a flask and just, opens it and starts wishing it around. And a few drops get on the wood and it starts smoking and staining. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
supposed to make you less seasick. And just takes a glug, starpers it, puts it away.
Oh, that might be good actually. Do you have any spare?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I could always use more testing. It doesn't really work the same on goblins, especially an iron gut like me. I can eat anything.
Oh, that's quite an achievement.
I just imagine after taking a
Don't
swig and
kill her.
it's just the acid eating away his stomach. just opens up.
Let me know how it goes,
Oh my god.
Like science
Yeah,
person to science person. Just puts the little flask on the bar.
Wait, is it the same flask that they just took a drink out of?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Time.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, please do.
Yes, quite.
You gotta have a larger group for testing when you do these kinds of things. But
Yes,
even with pay, people don't like testing my inventions.
it's so nice to talk to someone who understands the arcane methods.
Yeah, truly. And she just leans on the bar.
Um,
It's really nice talking to
Oh
you.
my god. Please, Gerald.
Oh,
Take
Gerald.
one for dinner.
Gerald.
Do it, Gerald. Take one for the team.
you know what? I've got I've got. A
So
good
what's the
way.
message you want to send?
Oh, to Evanspire. Yes.
Yeah, hold on. And just hops down from the bar. You hear ruffling and rummaging. Tung, 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 tung. Oh, wait, no, what's this? And just throw something, and you see there's a splatter of color against the wall, and all of a sudden, yeah, you see a glass vial flies up against the wall, splatters this sickly green color, and it starts running down the wall, and then it just starts
God.
crawling up the wall.
Oh, you've got a bit of. It's gone.
I'll catch him later. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. Here it is. You just see the small green hand comes up and just crawls. Here we go. Got it. And you see this almost this small wooden diamond shaped token that has a carved bird in it. So who are we sending a message to?
Should we send it to probably to the receptionist? Yes, to
Mr. Quinn. But you know what would be really fun if we sent it to Gast. It is mute.
I don't think that'll be very useful, honestly.
It's hilarious though.
Yes, but also useless. I don't know. Do we? Probably a question for Josie. Would Gerald know whether this is something to send directly to the Guildmaster, or does things usually go through the receptionist first?
The Guildmaster is very hands-on.
Okay, cool.
He gets involved.
Cool. Yes, we'll send it directly to Venarian then.
Okay, just speak your message after the beep. It just pushes down on the token, and with a little puff of smoke, it turns into a bird.
Does the bird beep?
And it just
Hello. This is Gerald, the wizard. We've just come up from the frozen lands. Mission complete. We have the person, as it were, in our custody. Some complications, however.
That's it. End of message.
Some complications.
We have some complications. Oh shit!
And Beambird just grabs the bird, says to the bird, "You, Venarian, Quinn, and Spire," and this just yeets the bird towards the door, and it just takes off, flutters away.
This person is definitely Gerald's taste.
Oh my god.
This is the person
And
that
here
Gerald fears the most.
And as the bird flies away, and the Beambird slowly looks back and locks eye with Gerald, we're gonna go on a quick break to refill the drinks, and we'll bring her back here in a little bit.
I seriously need that to be like a spin-off romance of Denver and Gerald.
Look, can we just have Gerald continue to get little missives like that in bird form from this goblin?
Oh my god, yes.
That always cut off like halfway through.
Seriously.
I'll be back in a
definitely
second,
need
guys.
this.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'll also be right back super soon. Give me a moment.
No worries.
Oh, I do
We're
need to
completely
go
unrequited though.
But that's the best part. That's truly the best part. Is that Gerald would be beyond terrified.
Oh yeah.
And, like,
That's
just
assuming
because-
that he even understood what was happening.
I think just being around that kind of person terrifies Gerald.
Someone that chaotic.
So,
yeah.
yes, just like pure chaos. This is not a good goblin or a bad goblin. This is a seething mound of chaos at this point.
There's too many red flags.
There's
Danger.
so many red flags. I'm surprised the bull hasn't crashed through the window yet.
Yeah. I love it though. It's so good.
I also love it. I am gonna go fill up my water.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
good
do the
water.
same as well. So,
Share stream.
we'll just leave you on a chair stream. So enjoy all of our chairs, and I'll be right back.
Except for mine. Enjoy my butterfly wings.
I think everyone's enjoying those butterfly wings.
Good. You should. I hope you do.
Got a lot of similarities to Hoggle. Hoggle? Who is Hoggle?
Who's Hoggle?
What's Hoggle from, Davey? I'll come back anyway because I got to go pee as well. So we'll continue this conversation anon.
Oh, I'm all by myself. Hey guys, over all the channels. How are we all? And there's no one here, so how are we all? I hope you guys are going
I'm back.
well. Oh, Josie, I was afraid. I was the only one here, and I was like, ah.
No, I'm here.
That's good. That's good. Oh, is that a the fizzy brand drink I see you having there tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever could this be?
No, yeah, especially with like the black lid and Red Label. Like, what could that definitely be?
What could it be?
It's not like it's branded the same all over the world.
No, no one knows.
What are you eating though? Oh, that was the battery. Herp.
I'm eating batteries. I'm eating batteries.
Why are you eating batteries? Don't eat them. It's dangerous.
How's your ciders going?
They're going. They're helping me forget that I have searing shoulder pain, but you know, that's
Out.
yeah.
But if we got any quick questions from any of the active chats.
Davy Dorky says, this week in Dramonia, Gerald begins his life path towards ending Arthur's seasickness / life.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
What could go wrong, indeed?
I got a new viewer in my chat and saying that Rudy has the same hoodie as me.
Oh, really? Hoodies are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This is the sloth one. What's the chat member's name? Oh.
Well, Mitch is basically the first bit. I can't pronounce the last
Mitch,
bit.
First of all, you have good taste. Second of all, my wife has the orange one with the blue cats on it. That's the one she's got. Hoodies are awesome. Very useful here in Melbourne. Very useful.
Just
Not
Mitch?
here, because it's fucking hot. We're dying. Sweden is melting.
Hang on, hold on. Meanwhile, Northern Australia,
Look,
I'm
we're
still
not-
in a shirt.
We're not gonna start debating which state is better than which state, because then we'll get in an argument that Orby won't like the end to.
Mitch I'm 3 hours out of Melbourne, near Bulla.
Oh, I see. I'm like almost smack bang in Melbourne. I'm like smack bang in the city, pretty much. Just outside of the city centre.
Yeah.
As Moogle,
but
I was gonna just
Go
say,
ahead.
as Moogle asks, is Josie secretly a D&D bot, considering you're eating batteries?
Wop.
Whop.
That's the next question. We do have a question from Davey, who wants to know if I did take reference from Labyrinth for the voice. Honestly, I just sure they have a buttload of goblins in the Labyrinth. It's an amazing movie. Everyone should watch it. It's just the best. It's just the best. Except for the one scene where you get David Bowie's crotch in your face. It's a
You
bit
mean the
iffy.
entire
Like
movie?
I mean, there would be some people out there that would say that makes the movie.
Well, I was gonna say,
fair,
isn't that why
fair.
you watch it?
Well,
I'm-
no. For me, it's the satisfying part when he's doing like the glass crystal ball
Oh, yeah.
juggling. That's
Did you know it wasn't
super
actually
nice.
him that did it? Fun fact. This is a little movie fact for you.
This is a stunt crotch.
No. Yeah, it was just the crotch juggling the ball. No. So they actually had like a professional, like dude.
A professional crotch juggler?
Yeah, professional
Fuck, I'm
ball
changing
fondler.
careers.
Yeah, so they had a professional ball fondler that was actually acting as his arm for those scenes that he was doing the ball thing.
Oh.
And they had him like because I've seen like it was like a little making of thing about that specifically, and they had him like in this like crazy uncomfortable contraption, and essentially had to teach himself how to do that artistry perfectly while not being able to see it, and also be kind of lying down pretending to be someone else's arm.
Oh my
That
God.
sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
David Bowie
That
was a
sounds
puppet.
awful.
David
Yeah.
Bowie was literally.
Oh my
a puppet.
god.
Oh
Yeah.
my
But
god.
no,
God.
the
go.
voice for Davey, the voice come from my brain went, okay, it's a goblin. I'm going to do a generic goblin, and then I looked at my notes, okay, it's a goblin girl alchemist. So I was just like, goblin, high pitched, super excited.
Chaos.
That's what I went for.
Pure ride and
excited.
chaos, as Roju and I were just discussing.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's an iron gut goblin. That's
now in love with Gerald.
Yeah, and I love that for him.
Yeah.
Nana ships it.
I absolutely love
Gerald, Rudy ships it. Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Nana literally ships any and every one of whatever you guys want. You know?
especially the Arthur Rudy.
She just- Yes, she just
No
wants the
one
best
should
for everyone.
ever ship Arthur Rudy.
It's too late. The
Please.
ship has been made and has sailed.
Oh my god.
I like how people shipped it like first episode.
We can get back on with the game now, so
No,
rather
we
than
can't. We
talking
gotta
about
discuss this.
imaginative shipping here.
I think Nadia the Naiad had a better chance with with Gerald though.
I'm
this
getting
one is,
told the wedding invites for Rudy and Arthur's wedding have already been sent, so there's no going back.
I haven't got one
Can you
yet,
imagine
so
Gerald actually like being interested in someone who would throw dangerous life forms in a vial against
yes,
the wall.
I
for it to
actually
just
no
creep
because
around freely.
no, I feel like whoever Gerald ends up with is like one of those pushy people that like pushes him into situations, but like they always work out. But like Gerald just needs that push, and I feel like that sort of character is.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Honestly, Gerald, I think you should just let it go. Let's see what happens, you know?
Maybe one day he unattunes from the circle of intellect and just becomes less scared.
Never. That can't happen ever.
Do you know how like there's men
then
out
he'd
there
just be
that-
too scared. Like, if I'm stupid, I can't be smart enough to handle the scary things.
But do you know how there's like men out there? I'm one of those people where if someone brought me my order wrong, I'm like, I'll just eat this. But I married someone
absolutely.
This
that's
is
like,
my order now.
I'm like, no, you take it back, and they go up. I feel that's very much Gerald.
It could be. It could be. But,
Oh, I absolutely just eat the wrong thing. Josie, I think we
Yes.
absolutely need, just, you know, on a
Fan art.
stupid...
Anyone in chat? Fan art.
Always fan art, but I think we need to put all the guys, you know, Goose and Gerald and all of the men in this campaign. I think they need to go on like one of those bachelor dating shows. And we have to have like 3 contestants from like NPCs from the universe from our little campaign, and they have to answer questions. Mannequin MC.
Davey's asking if Gerald ends up with Rudy in the end. Then, so who knows?
Who knows? But are we getting back in?
Oh,
Are we getting
yeah.
back in?
Let's get
Yeah.
back
I was
into it.
about to yell out, can't we just leave Rudy with the corpses? But that sounds so bad when you
Oh,
say
that's-
it like that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, that is a
I
line
mean-
you do not want to cross.
I feel like Rudy's theme song in this case would just be your favorite Martian song, Zombie Love Song.
Zombie.
Is it
Oh
as
my
gross
God.
if they're a zombie? Who knows?
But let's get back into it. As you're standing there, as Gerald in the guild hall, it's just you and Bimber for the moment. And Bimber's leaned up on the bar, just looking at you,
Bimba,
and
are
says,
there any? Oh yes.
"Are you gonna be in town for long?"
About 5 days, I think, before the boat, before that ship sails.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
God.
And your entire group is still alive.
Yes. Yes, I suppose we are.
That's wonderful.
I think so.
Because you know we only have one job up, and no one's grabbed it. It's been sitting for a month.
Oh, you know, because that was going to be the other thing I was inquiring about. If there's any sort of like short tasks, not particularly life-threatening, that we might take up while we're here.
Yes.
Gotta put real perception there.
Hold on. Seems straight enough.
Yeah. So okay, what work?
Well,
is there?
yes, on the time it could be super quick. Like if you just do it, you get it over with. It's done. But
those are great, yes.
got some. But I can't do any promises on risks. You know, it comes with a job.
Well, yes. I just try to minimize where possible, of course.
No, we got over here. And she clambers up on the actual bar, walks over to this large bulletin board style thing.
Hmm.
Can you still hear me, by the way? Because it's saying that
Yeah.
I've lost connection.
No, you're
What
still
the hell?
Yeah.
No,
Google
No,
Meets,
your
please.
camera's fine and your
Yeah,
voice is
you're fine.
on my end. Yep.
But am I fine?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
You're so
Yes.
You fine.
Josie,
Damn,
Josie,
you're fine.
Josie, you're so fine.
JC goes all red. Takes 2 points of flattery damage.
Only 2? That was a critical hit.
Aw.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And it grabs an decently sized piece of paper down and says, "Well, this is the only thing we got, because people just nab the usual stuff. We have a lot of retainer work, where we got contracts running with the farms and with the guard. Sorry that the drink I had is really making me sort of feeling some heartburn."
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's better when you're actually on a ship.
Yes. You gotta swivel the stomach acids. It's a natural, you gotta emulsify the liquids inside the stomach.
Sure, yes. I'm not
It's a lot
an
of
alchemist,
sciencey
but-
things.
Nullify the poisons, dilate the acids.
Yeah. All the stuff, who said that.
Oh.
But no, there's rumors, there's bad stuff happening.
All right, let me have a
Over in the old docks, there's essentially there's a new person who moved in, taking over in the old docks, and usually the sea legs, the bad folks, they're called the sea legs. They stick to the old docks, but they've been running heists, if you will, into the manors, like the big houses, and the
Oh.
city's not too happy about it. But the guards, the guards. They won't do anything that. You know what I mean?
That was
Yeah,
a mood, that sound.
I do understand.
So this is
So-
essentially just figure out who's running the sea legs now and make them stop. That's essentially it. Just make them stop.
All right, but asking nicely, or
As long as they stop, a written apology is enough for me.
all right, a written apology. That doesn't sound too difficult to obtain from a gang of hardened.
And it's been sitting forever, so the price has gone up.
Oh yes, how much?
Leans in close.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
what?
Well, I don't want anyone else to hear. Looks around. This place is empty.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I swear to God, if you get a big sloppy goblin kiss, I'm gonna lose my shit.
50 platinum.
What?
Whoa! Okay, that's better than a
Nice.
sloppy goblin kiss.
No, it's not. Don't lie to yourself.
50 platinum is a reasonable price. All right.
Yeah.
A
It's just
reasonable
because
price?
the city wants it done, but the guards, they said it's not their thing to do. It's way above their pay grade.
Right. So essentially, the Midnight Suns got to name their price then.
Yeah. Well, it started lower and it's been going up since no one wants it.
Right. All right. Well,
We gotta we gotta incentivize.
yes. Well, I mean, we're only here for a few days. I can't promise we'll necessarily knock the whole thing over, but consider us at least looking into it for the time being. We'll see what we can do, perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
there can't be that many of them, surely, right?
of what?
Of the ruffians.
Oh, I don't know, probably a bunch, but you just gotta find the guy running it all.
Yeah, and just get them to say sorry and
Yeah, just stop. I don't know. At least cut down the robberies 50%, You're killing me here.
yes, quite understandable. All right, well, I'm sure we can
Just a something.
come to some sort of
Anything I can bring to the city leaders and just say, hey, we did it.
All right, yes, I'll see what we can do.
It's stupidly up to interpretation, if you ask me.
What's the actual wording on the bit of paper?
It just says like, in paraphrasing, like, do something about the robberies.
Oh my god.
50 platinum.
Like,
You know,
do
what?
something.
It's literally like very, very weirdly written. It's like there seems to be someone new running the sea legs from the old docks. They've been moving their operations into the manors. Contact whoever's, see if you can contact whoever's running it. Try to make them stop, calm down. It's or else we will have to rouse forces and raid the entire district.
I hear a raid coming on.
No, I hear a very, very sneakily written contract. Done.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be great. Just
Forgery.
pure stealth.
I think
So you interested?
sure. Yes. Why not? This doesn't sound like it's going to come to blows or anything like that. I wouldn't think.
Doesn't have to if you're smart. And you said you were a double wizard.
That's correct. Yes.
Is that everything that's doubled?
I believe so.
Okay,
just the
just
two
checking.
Zs. I don't think I have.
I might have a potion for that. You know, if you need it.
For the no, I like the two Zs. It's. I think if I was to remove one, you know, and I would lower my stature, you know, and.
Ow.
Do that.
Yeah, we don't want to make anything smaller.
No, exactly. All right then. Good day.
I die.
Good day. You know where I am.
Yes, well, I'll definitely come back and check in with you. Oh, also, because
Yes?
you wanted to know about the the results of the seasickness potion once we leave. I don't have any feather tokens myself, but if you perhaps write your name in this book, I can at least tell you the results.
Pals.
You
Oh my
want?
god, he just asked for her number?
He totally
You
just
want me
asked
to
for
sign your book? Your spell book? I know how important spell books are for wizards.
Yes, well, in this case, it's just I have a slightly different method of messaging, which just requires.
Wait,
one's
does
name
this
in the
mean the goblins in the book, but Arthur isn't?
Oh my god, one of us has to get kicked out too because he
Wait,
can't even
yeah,
talk to that
do-
many
don't you
people.
You're gonna have to rub out a name.
Oh, who are you gonna rub out?
Okay, you can rub out Nana. She understands.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll grab my good
probably-
ink.
It probably
Good
rub out Nana
ink.
because Nana's the least likely to get into trouble.
Hang on. Arthur's the most likely to get into trouble.
Yeah,
That's
that's also why your name's not on there. Because we remove the outliers and just like the moderate
my
troublemakers in
God.
the middle.
I feel like Gerald just wants to keep an eye on Rudy at this point. So
Bimber gets what's this almost like iridescent blue ink and an incredibly like sparkly
Incredibly?
white, incredibly sparkling white feather, like quill pen, and writes in immaculate cursive, Bimber Goblin.
Second name's Goblin.
Oh my
That's
God.
fantastic.
so now your next line has to be. So is there a Mr. Goblin?
I don't even have to change my notes. It's just Bimber Goblin. All right. Well, thank you. I'll message you when I find out what happens.
Anytime.
If you're okay. Thank you. Very very kind. I'm sure we'll.
Thank you.
Hopefully, I'll be back with this contract well in hand.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Oh, thank you, Bimber. That's very kind.
Oh my God.
Anyway, toodaloo.
Bye.
Gerald has no fucking
And you just,
idea.
as you're leaving, you just hear like some sort of scampering and the breaking of glass, and you hear, "You're breaking your little shit!"
Gerald doubles the pace.
If you look back over your shoulder, you see like Bimber is climbing on the wall, like chasing this thing.
Like a little bug net or something.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I'll quickly I'll quickly write in the book to Rudy and dear Rudy, this is Gerald, your wizard. I've finished up at the Midnight Suns. Whereabouts are you? I will come and meet you.
All right, so
I didn't count that. That might be too many words.
But you do get the first part. Gerald's done with his business.
Yeah. So at this point, let's assume we're at the. Let's assume we're finishing up at the tassel place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like you're all about done. Unless you had something more than what you've mentioned. that you
Rudy
wanted
had
to do.
something he wanted to do.
Feel free.
Yeah. So
No, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll reply to Gerald after this.
Well, that could have happened before the message came through.
Yeah.
Depending
Yeah,
on
that's what we're saying. We'll do Rudy's scene and we'll end it with the message coming through.
Sweet. So Rudy's looking for a store. He's sort of like every time like the sort of himself, Arthur and Nana like pass like an alleyway or something. He's sort of looking down. He's looking for a store that's like a shop that's selling like not like illegal goods, but like goods that don't really get sold like on the open, like the streets and everything. He's looking for something that deals with like charms, like bone charms and stuff like that. And
make
like,
an investigation check.
Cool. Excellent. Investigation. Natural 20.
Natural 20. You walk along. You keep your eyes and ears open. You look through the stores. You listen for people talking, and you do get one segment that you hear. You overhear. You can't tell who's saying it because there's like a crowd of people. You're walking past an alley. You just pick up someone says, "No, mate, you ain't gonna find anything like that here. You gotta go to the old docks where they got the good stuff." And you get the sense, like, also having walked through here, you get the sense that, like, if you want, like, you realize there's no magical items anywhere is one thing that you realize. Nothing at all. Just mundane, like, mundane is the wrong word, but just, like, non-magical crafting is happening here. Like, artisans of all kinds, but you see no enchanter, no magic stuff, nothing at all. But you do hear someone just over, like, as you're walking by, someone says that, like, you gotta go to the old docks.
And the old docks,
good stuff.
Cool. So that's like down the elevator and everything like that, yeah?
Down the elevator, past the manors, the fancy district, and then on the other side.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's. All right. So if the shopping's done and Rudy's sort of heard that, he'd know that he would have to head that way. So now we'll reply to Gerald's message now, and sort of because that's gonna take time.
Yeah, you get the message as you're walking through. You're thinking you heard this maybe a few minutes ago, and you're racking your brains like the old docks. Like, right, that was there, and as you're like making a mental map of the city from what you know, you get the message from Gerald.
It's like, oh, Gerald, interrupting. Never mind. This is actually written in the book, by the way.
Gerald interrupting.
Yeah, that's what Rudy thinks as the message comes through, so that obviously gets written. Yes, Arthur and Nana done shopping. Meet back at hotel. Or inn, sorry. Meet back at inn.
All right, let's see, does it come up in the book? All right. Heads back to the inn.
Yep.
It's like, Arthur, Nana, Gerald just contacted me. He said something about everything all good, and that I said we'll meet him back at the inn.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, let's do that. I think somebody needs a nap.
So you,
Oh,
you
no,
go
no, I
back.
do need a nap. Thank you.
Oh,
I
yes,
was gonna
that's exactly
say-
what I meant.
Those bags under your eyes, Arthur, they're looking mighty profound.
Look, to be honest, I just haven't been sleeping like I have been on the boat. I don't know what's the go.
Well, you slept like the dead on the boat.
Nice.
Like-
Rudy winks at the camera.
Breaks the fourth wall.
But you all meet up back at the inn. You're in the lounge. You realize you still have the picnic basket. So the rest of you, you're sitting in the lounge. You're snacking on the sandwiches that you got, drinking the cider, and walking by every now and then, like cleaning, doing like turnover. You see Enda, the half-orc younger ladies, just walking around, doing some light cleaning, airing out sheets. Seems to be doing a fair bit of laundry today, walking in and out a lot, and eventually Gerald returns.
Cool. Do I get there before everyone else or after?
Just slightly after.
Okay. Hello. So, you all got everything you needed?
I mean, Arthur and Nana definitely picked up a few. I mean, look at this little guy go. Points to the twig blight. He's like,
We'll shake it. Yes,
All right,
yes,
well.
many tassels, yes.
yeah, my
Better than-
finger's still a little purple. Nana,
You know, that's fine. Better tassels than knives.
although I must say,
Twiglet looks up.
what I was looking for, I didn't quite see any of it. Although I was keeping an ear to the ground for rumors. I think I might need to pop round to the old docks at some point soon.
That's
So,
a wonderful idea. I'll
Funny
come
you
with
should
you.
say that.
oh, yes, Gerald.
Because I inquired into some short work that we might be able to do potentially, just to pick up a little extra coin for the journey. And it turns out that that a local gang of ruffians have been doing a bit more robbing than the town necessarily approves of, particularly of the wealthy folk. And so essentially,
you
they'd
said
like,
only a little bit of coin though for dealing with that.
Yes.
Yeah, Gerald, this seems
Robbing
very
them.
ambiguous. What specifically did it
I
say?
haven't finished telling you anything yet.
I don't know, they're just robbing the wealthy folk.
Hold your horses. Anyway,
Maybe it's Robin Hood. I mean,
anyway, basically, the job is, if we are able to, or if we have time, to simply go down to the old docks where the Sea Legs, which is the name of the gang, operates out of, and just have a chat to their leader, and try to get them to tone it down at least, because the crown doesn't particularly like it, and the guards don't really want to commit to a raid, but they're going to be forced to if they continue to hassle the upper crust. as
The
it were.
guards are on the payroll of the gang, I see.
so
I don't know if they're on the payroll. That wasn't necessarily mentioned, but
Oh, it's obvious. It's how all these cities work.
Oh, probably.
So
but-
Gerald, let me get this straight. We have to go to a crime lord and ask him to
Well, just a
stop
bunch of-
committing crime.
It's just a small gang of robbers, I'm led to believe.
Yes, a small gang of robbers who are invading the most heavily defended, well-finest part of the city.
We don't know
So-
how well.
so
defended
crime
it is.
lord
I mean, the guards don't want to do anything about it, obviously. So why would they be?
Oh, boys, I have an
Properly.
idea. Now you said that we just need to ask them to stop. So what
That's
I'll
right,
do
yes.
is I'll make my famous cookies, and we'll have a sit down and we'll talk it out. How does that sound?
That would be great. This contract is so ambiguous. I'm sure we could get away with very little actual danger on our part.
How
Okay,
much
well,
are
just
we
give me
actually
a
going to get
couple
paid for
hours
this?
here, and I'll whip them right up.
I
And
mean,
Nana
this
runs
seems
off
a
to the
little.
room.
I mean, if it really is just a bit of chatting, I mean, yeah, Gerald, go do it. I mean, I'm assuming they're only going to pay us like a couple of gold. So I mean, like, yeah, off you go, Gerald.
Well, it
Get
should be
Nana to
easy
make those
money,
cookies.
I believe. Yeah. I mean,
Sorry?
it should be pretty easy money if you all want to get in on it. You're welcome to.
I mean, I suppose I'm going to head to the old docks anyway.
Can I see the contract at all?
No, sure, if you like. Yes.
Does it say 50 platinum on it?
Yeah, that's what I was
It
about
does.
to ask.
It would. There's like a bunch of numbers that have been like crossed
Crossed
over.
Arthur does that.
But you can also
no,
see.
no,
But
no,
you can
no.
also see that every number, every time it's been crossed out, it's got a stamp on it.
Ah.
You're right. So Arthur does the
Arthur, that's a weird noise. Is your brain melted again?
he just hands it to you.
Yep, sorry, yep, ambiguous as fuck. Yep.
Now you're making the weird noises.
Oh, shut up, Arthur. Gerald, this 50 platinum. This doesn't seem.
Wait, not so loud.
It's a well-paying contract. The problem is that no one's wanted to bother with it, and so the price, as you can see, has just been hiked up over time. I
But
feel like
Gerald,
this-
what do these stamps mean?
It means it's
the
official.
stamps means it's guild authorized. This is the guild stamp. You know, the guild that we're in, Arthur. This is their stamp.
Well, I am the leader. I would know that.
Of course, I'm sure this was a test.
Whatever you say, Arthur. Gerald, you don't think this is a little bit suspicious? I know they're saying they just don't want to deal with it, but I don't think it's just a sit down and talk situation.
Rudy, it can't be worse than an army of undead. I'm feeling good about this one for once.
I mean,
Let's.
you know what?
It seems
You're not
like we
wrong.
don't have to
Rudy,
fight
Rudy.
anything
You're
that
not
wants
wrong.
to kill
This-
us. We just have to have a chat.
To be honest, Rudy,
We've got cookies.
of all the adventures we've been through, it's
One.
been us. Well, shut up. It's been us sort of taking the helm as such, and Gerald's sort of been like, but he seems actually excited about this. Why don't we let him take the lead?
Also, I
And
don't have
we'll
any
follow.
money, so I kind of need a bit of.
Oh, Gerald, this, and Rudy, like, rolls it up and is like, this makes so much sense now, and he hands it over. All right, Gerald, we will go talk to the big bad
It certainly
boogeyman for
seems-
you to get your pocket money.
Look, it certainly seems safer than some unknown dragon-related shenanigans. In
Oh, we'll
a
do
day
that
where
tomorrow.
Everyone dies.
When Goose is up, we'll do that tomorrow. Don't
Oh,
worry.
must we though?
Oh, of course. I'm gonna go get my weapons for the sit down and talk, and yeah, we'll be good.
It's just some robbers. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Nana, you might want to put little one for a nap.
Nana's feeding kitties.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nana is putting the little one down for a nap.
Nana's actually just out in the street feeding stray cats at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. For clarification,
Wanna be
she's
on
feeding
brand.
the stray cats, not feeding the stray cats to the twig blight. Okay, there's clarification.
Oh. Nana's making cookies. Don't be ridiculous.
It only likes eggs.
That's right.
This is true.
Yeah.
Cat.
So you gather your things, you make a little bit of plan. Nana borrows Mom Millie's kitchen, and you have a moment of like trading like pastry recipes, and
Oh my
you
God,
get to borrow the
Nana.
kitchen, whip up some cookies, and you walk away with the raspberry blueberry muffins recipe that you had in your picnic basket.
Oh, yes. Shit, I should be making like a Nana recipe book that she has. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's
Oh my
future
God.
future content. We'll make an actual Nana's cookbook.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So I just
That'd be
picture sort of
fantastic.
Arthur and Rudy going and get this stuff on, like Arthur's putting the dagger into his boot and Rudy's grabbing their stuff and the club, and like the last final thing, Arthur is just got his staff of flowers and tap it on the ground as they stand
It's
next to
the
each other
suit up-
and drink.
It's
Like,
a suit up
the suit
sequence.
up montage.
And then at the end,
Yeah.
Arthur's
And then
just
you've
with
got
the-
like Nana's like stowing cookies.
yes, yes.
Amazing.
Rudy just tapping the
Yeah,
glove down.
arrows in
Just
the quiver, glove goes down, cookies in the holster.
Stuff goes down. Flowers
Flowers.
pop up. Enter montage.
Break.
and then
I
we
just-
just
yeah,
turn
I
to
just-
Goose, and Goose is like preening himself. Like,
Is it fun?
They call themselves Guardians of the West. What a bunch of a-holes.
Oh my god. I even have a tiny Groot. Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you do too.
Have a tiny Groot.
Holy shit. Are we actually the Guardians of the West? Is that?
Yes.
but
Is
then
that
it
going to
gives
be
us
the party name?
But that gives
Dramonia,
us a
Guardians
tone
of the West.
of
Guardians
like
of Dramonia.
Wild West. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of the Wild West. So like, I'm not a
No, Guardians of Dramonia.
Dramonia.
yeah Guardians of Dramonia.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, can Rudy
All
make
right.
like the pistol sort of shape with his glove, like like Charlie's Angel Star?
Definitely.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Ali, I'm just hoping I'm Chris Pratt because like my first name's Chris, so I'm all up.
Yeah, I
Done.
yeah, I think you're definitely the Chris Pratt,
Go for it.
the
Do it.
Star
Also
Lord.
lowest intelligence.
Yes, yeah.
Plus, I'm like one sandwich of being away from being fat too. So, you know.
Anywho, let's not fat shame Chris Pratt like that. What are you doing?
He's the one that made the joke.
He's
Wasn't
a
How
he?
dare you?
he's a beautiful
But-
boy.
You pack your stuff, you get ready. It's currently just midday. It's just past noon when you're ready to head off.
All right.
You walk through the district, you get to the lifts that go down. And they seem to run every like 15-20 minutes or something. Because it has to go down, it has to get loaded, it gets back up. It still takes a good while.
Gerald,
And-
you said we needed to go to the old docks, didn't you?
Yes, correct.
I know where they are.
Oh, good.
The
Lovely.
guards were telling me I wasn't supposed to be in a place, and they said the old docks is in that way. But in that way, we need to go past a house that Rudy doesn't like.
Well, he said he didn't care, so
Okay, if he doesn't care, let's keep going then.
That is.
Yeah, so you go down, you walk along the water side, and you get to where you could keep following the curve of the city along the water, or you could head into the Manors district. And I want to point out, it's not manor. The district isn't called manor as in a house, as in manners, as in you have good manners, you have bad manners.
Oh.
It's
oh, okay, interesting.
like behave manners.
Arthur wants to go through in the middle.
Now, well, Rudy is like,
Hey,
we
if-
could just keep going around, and we would eventually get there. There's no need to go through the Manor District.
But would it not be quicker?
It'd be far quicker. Come on, Rudy. You said you didn't care.
Fine, just
If it's really not a big deal, I mean, you're a
that's
grown
not
man.
a big deal. It's not about that. It's,
Stand up to your
oh, can we just go,
Father.
please, Gerald? Please don't.
We're here for you, Rudy.
You're walking through the
No, I don't think
district,
you are.
and you keep walking, and Arthur, you know the house is coming up, and you keep walking. And as you're coming up near the house, the gate opens, and stepping out, you see the masked figure with a hood up. You just see the mask like walk through the gate, close it behind them. They just look at you, and they start heading towards the Waveside district.
Arthur sort of slowly. That was
You
him.
want what?
That was him. Guys.
No, Arthur.
What are you
Arthur,
talking
what
about,
are you
Arthur?
doing? Let's just keep going.
No.
Stop making a scene, Arthur. Come on.
Yes, come on. He doesn't want to interact. It's just. Also, that mask
Okay.
person gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't look anyone.
Yeah, and it was
Everything
only
gives you the
the masked
heebie-jeebies.
person. At this time, it was only the masked
Yeah.
person.
Remember, it's not the masked person Rudy has
Daddy
beef
wasn't
with.
there. Daddy wasn't there. It was just
It's the other person.
the mask.
Arthur assumes you've got beef with anyone. Okay, let's keep going.
You keep walking, and eventually you you get to a part where it's like empty lots. Like the houses start looking, they still look. You have these big mansions, manors, tall buildings, houses, this gated community. And eventually you get to what looks to be a park. And as you're walking through the park, you realize it definitely transitions over to very like neglected.
Mhm.
And you get to a part where the houses are a lot less cared for. There's still people walking around, and they're all shooting looks at you. And as you're walking through, the houses look run down. You've got the barred windows. You've got like painted over windows as well in some points. You got doors that looks like they've been reinforced. Broken houses.
Ooh.
There's a point where you walk by a group of people, and you walk by, they're heading past, they look at you, they seem to be whispering and looking towards you. And Arthur and Rudy, you realize when you come to the next group of people, two of them look identical to the ones you just passed by. But they're just walking by, these ones don't seem to care. And as you walk to the third group, again, it looks like, is that the same person the third time? But doesn't seem to
I
be care about like you. Doesn't it seems to be busy playing like what seems some sort of board game out on the street near a small salon style building. But
Gerald, I swear I've just seen like the same person like 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah, Arthur, unfortunately, is correct in this. In this instance, I've also noticed we either are being tracked by a couple of people and they're getting ahead of us in those shortcuts that we do not, or there are several sets of triplets.
Well, I don't think it's the second one, Rudy, to be honest.
Oh, several sets of triples are very rare, and we should definitely keep that as an option because that would be very interesting.
Could you,
Gerald, not very often I tell you to do magical things, but
yes.
it might be time for some detect magic, I say.
Oh, well, yes, I certainly could if you've got 11 minutes.
11 minutes, Gerald. It seems like you could do it in seconds.
No, Rudy can do it in seconds. It
Oh,
takes
can
That
he?
I can. That
it
I
takes a little
can.
time. It's a spell I've only ever prepared as a ritual.
Oh, well then, Rudy, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Rudy casts detect magic.
nothing.
Ah, there we go. So we are definitely being tracked by
Alright.
non-magical means.
And as you keep walking, you see another person that you've seen before. None of these three, but another person that you've definitely seen before, just walking like across the street. Looks towards you, just gives like a wave, keeps walking.
Nana waves back.
Am I noticing this as well at this point? And
Yeah, now that
I'm,
you've
like,
been made aware, you're
Yeah.
like, wait, yeah, hold on.
what is going on here? This is quite odd.
Yeah, and as you've been staying to the big streets, and as you look down the alleys, there's like definitely strange people like hanging out in the alleyways. It's even though it's midday, you can see like people are loitering a lot. You see, compared to the other parts of the city, you see a lot of like unsheathed weapons.
Mhm.
Or like you walk by and down one street, there's like a full-on brawl going on. Like two people just throwing hands, 8 standing around cheering on, making
Mhm.
bets.
Rudy's still
Um,
keeping an eye out for that location he's looking for. Just
well-
as a general.
Arthur's gonna sort of only probably Rudy would know this, but Arthur's now walking pretty close to him as we get closer and closer to like the danger, dodgiest part of town.
Yeah, like at the start, like at the outskirts of this area, Joe was sort of like, very, oddly upbeat about this mission, and the deeper into the seedy violence that seems to actually be this area gets, it's just like slowly getting more and more worried that maybe this wasn't a great idea.
Eventually,
Nana
you
ain't
find
scared.
she's never scared.
Yeah.
And as you're walking down this main street, you eventually come upon a larger building that has a sign hanging out. It is only hanging on one chain, and then what looks to be like a rope that has been used to just hold it up. And on the plaque, gotta click the plaque. Um, you, see, you see what looks to be
Plot does not get ready for purpose.
a really like malnourished dog, like the picture of a really malnourished dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
not
picture.
natural.
Okay.
And underneath you see like written like very abruptly. You hear a donkey, and
I
then
was
you
gonna say it. I hear a donkey somewhere.
and you see written. It says the scurvy mongrel.
All right. Shall we? I think let's nip in here, and we'll
And have our
ask,
chat, Gerald.
we'll ask about. I mean, surely a place like this would know who's running the show.
Oh, Gerald, never judge a shop by its cover.
Well,
They could have fantastic things in here.
You know,
Yeah, and as Nana says that, someone is just like thrown
thrown
out. Yeah. You can hear as the door opens. You can hear music, like really bad, erratic music, like a bad people that never played together are trying to jam.
Oh my god.
And you see someone get thrown out, like into the mud, like the cobblestones, like almost smashing their like face. You see like one or two teeth fly out, and the person just lies there. And you see this like very typical like Western bartender outfit, tall, muscular, broad-shouldered, these like large like saucer with tips ears, dark blue skin, and this one scar that like just goes down one of the eyes and like opens up the mouth so you can see the cheeks. You see a hobgoblin that says, "And never come back," and just walks back in.
Arthur slaps Gerald's back and goes, "Well, you wanted to do it. You first." And pushes him through.
If you didn't, Rudy was about to.
Oh, no, surely you. I mean, after you.
Arthur's there pushing you in.
Nana pushes her way in. Wait, Nana heals. Hold up. Poor potentially dead dude. Real quick. Gives him a
And you
cookie.
see, yeah, this person's just lying there like,
I don't know what you did, and I'm not sure if you deserved it, but I can offer you a cookie anyway. All right, boys, let's
I
go.
deserved
She
it.
walks right in.
Did you just say you deserved it?
Amazing.
There. Now eat this cookie and think about what you did.
just lies there, doesn't make any effort to get up, but definitely like grabs the cookie and moves it closer to the mouth.
Oh my god! Could you make good berry cookies? That'd be amazing.
Oh my god.
I don't think I have any good berries at the moment, but yeah, I bet I could.
Later on. Yeah.
So we'll, Joe
Yeah,
sort of like, it's like he goes like, "All right, I'll head in first," but is not actually taking active steps. He's just kind of like at an angle, sliding in the door as the party pushes behind him.
Do we use Gerald as the battering ram to open the door?
Just,
Yeah, as you come in, you got this erratic music going. It's really bad. And you see as you look over, the people who are actually playing, they look like they don't want to be here. They look terrified. But they're playing
like
anyway.
So I'll approach the bartender.
Yeah, and as you walk up, you see like walking around the bar and now like standing up behind it, you see this hobgoblin is now like getting comfy behind the bar again, talking to someone as he walks up, starts pouring a drink, gives it. You see someone who's got like holding a piece of meat to their face as you walk up, and you hear the bartender go, "Yeah, you'll never see him again." Just puts the tanker down.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Quite the place you have here. I won't take much of your time. We're here trying to have a chat to whoever's running the sea legs these days. Do you know who that would be?
And there's a definite like screech of music as you say that. Like, the whole establishment, everyone just looks towards the group, and then you just hear someone go like.
Joe doesn't understand what they're laughing about, but he sort of like nervously joins, like, yes, all right. Yes, just
You
quick,
sure?
Oh yes, it's nothing violent. We're just here to have a quick word to them about some business. that's
I brought
going on.
cookies.
Nana brought cookies. Yes.
And there's one person who says, I could go for a cookie. Someone's sitting over in a corner like.
Arthur's sort of taken like a couple of side sets away from the group just for like.
Yeah, you see, and as you've mentioned this, Arthur, you realize that people are now more on edge. People were previously drinking, talking. A lot of people were playing dice or cards. Someone was like sitting, harassing the musicians by throwing like pits at them while they were playing. But
Okay.
now everyone's like, they try to get back to what they were doing, but they're definitely listening.
Gerald, we need to leave. We are not safe here. I don't think.
We're not safe anywhere, Arthur. Believe me.
No. You know, old mate, teeth bucked out at the front there.
Arthur, it's not good to whisper in front of
Arthur,
new
it's fine. We're
friends.
not here to fight.
Yes.
We're just here to talk.
All right. Arthur's now gonna sort of walk us back to the back of the group and look at an entry.
So you're serious then?
No, I'm Gerald.
Oh, Jesus.
And you just like, there's a moment. Funny guy. And you see like the scar stretches and like the side, the cheek that's open just widens.
Oh,
Rudy leans in and goes, he does magic tricks too, if you ask him nice.
Show me a trick, magic man.
I sort of looks to Rudy and back to the like put on the spot. Sure.
It's a joke. Please don't.
Oh.
And then turns over towards someone who's standing in the corner, like to the bar on the left side. There is a door. There's also one on the right behind the bartender. But to the left, there's someone standing by a door, and the bartender looks over and gives like a nod. The person knocks on the door. It opens slightly. There's a hushed conversation going on, and the person holds up. Bartender says, 2 gold for a conversation.
Arthur steps forward and put 2 gold straight on the table in dominance. That is no problem at all.
Oh,
Just-
look who finally grew a spine.
Shut up,
and
Rudy.
This like the classic, like the bartender takes like a cloth, wipes down the bar, and as like moves over the pieces of gold, and they disappear. Head on in. And you see, as you look over, the door is now open.
All right. Shall we?
Let's.
And you walk. The person who was standing out the door is a human-looking, rather gangly, got like sinewy arms, lots of scars, and one small tattoo with just a heart. And it looks like once it had a name, but it's been like cut off with a knife. That's just like scar tissue now.
Oh, freak.
And you walk in and you get to one room. You get to one room where there's like one table, and there's a few people sitting around it, like having drinks. And in here you can see, like, they are packed. There's like along one wall you can see like crossbows and swords and mauls and like lean against the wall.
We might need
You
those
see,
later.
yeah, and you see like among this group you see one gray-skinned, like almost 7 feet tall, way taller than Goose, is just sitting at this table dealing out cards. and the rest of them you see like a dwarf. You see what looks to be some really pale-skinned person, and as they look over, you can see their face. They've got no nose. Their eyes are just like big black circles, and their mouth is also circular, and this long tongue just shoots out.
It's like a friggin' method.
And
Aussie.
I
And
heard
then-
that,
and then-
cuddly.
the larger fella who most of you, but like at least Rudy and Nana would recognize this as a Goliath.
Oh, yep.
A Goliath.
Like our captain before
Oh.
in the little boat. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this one is much bigger, like
Oh.
comparatively.
We had a mini Goliath last time.
Yeah.
Apparently.
we had a regular sized man who was also a Goliath in terms of race. Before.
This
I
one's
see.
a Goliath.
Yeah,
Goliath.
this was a real Goliath.
Goliath squared.
Yeah, and he gives you like a sideways nod to pretty much like keep walking, and you see another door at the other end of this room.
Doorception too.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and as you're walking by, you also see you walk by coming out of that room as you're heading in, coming out, and then closing the door behind. You see a gnome, a pale gnome with like really pale skin and these big white eyes, and it's just walking. Has also very much like a bartender look, like the almost a penguin suit kind of tuxedo, and is holding a platter and just has this deadpan look in their face. And Nana would realize this is a bleachling, someone who went all the way.
Ooh.
And it's just walking slowly, like mouth ajar, eyes just unfocused, walking around with this platter, and like starts like taking tankards.
Is this person? Do they like at a certain point? Do they respond to conversation anymore, or just not really? Kind of.
They are completely, what's it called? Like apathetic. They have no emotions, no real thoughts. They just exist.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wow.
All right. Well, Nana knows it won't.
It's like if anyone's seen Dark Crystal, it's what happens to the people who get like Dark
Ooh,
Crystaled.
That's not great.
Yeah, it's a
It's a-
shitty
yeah.
thing. Nana knows it's not gonna do anything, but just to make herself feel better, she is gonna put a cookie on the tray as well as it passes by.
Aw.
And
Yeah,
we'll
there's
take-
no intelligible reaction, but you
Yeah.
you put a cookie.
Yeah, she knows. She knows. It's not really gonna. It's more for her.
Yeah,
than
there
for the,
is like a sign of recognition from one of the people around the table that give you like almost like an understanding nod, and as you look over, you see someone tries to go for the cookie, and that person just slaps their hand.
Yeah. Yeah, you fucking better not.
Nice. Respect.
Yeah, you head over into a room that's well lit, and you walk in, and it smells of sickly sweet tobacco.
Mm.
And you see like sitting down, feet on a desk, this really large looking desk, almost like ostentatiously. It's a bit much considering the rest of everything.
Love that.
And you see this person who's holding something in front of their face as you enter. Looks to be some sort of hand mirror, and just like you can't see quite their face. And as you all walk in, you hear a voice that says, "Close the door, would you?"
After closes the door.
Thank you. Now, I hear you all would like a conversation, and considering your allegiance, I think know what this is about. But please have a seat. And
Oh,
the
thank
person
you.
takes their feet down, puts the mirror down, like mirror sided down, braids their fingers, intertwines them, and
Joe
you
takes a
see,
seat.
yeah, you see this dark, really dark red skin wearing these black leathers, and you can see this, this leather clothing, and also wearing, on top of it, this at first you couldn't tell because it was like shimmering color, but it looks to be some sort of scale mail. But all the scales, they are shimmering, like going from orange to blacks.
Cool.
Okay, they have some swag.
Arthur's gonna pull out
Respect.
the seat for Nana and be a gentleman that way.
Oh,
Yeah. And
And,
you see this short black hair that's like just been put backwards ever so slightly. And you see two small horns on the forehead just by the hairline.
ooh, ooh.
Yes. Well, you're quite astute. We are indeed from the Midnight Suns.
Well, we don't have to be.
Arthur, it's
Arthur,
not nice to
please.
stare when we first meet someone. Oh, well, let's start off on the right foot, shall we? Thank you, Arthur, for the chair. We've brought cookies so that you know we come in peace.
Oh, and Coco. And got Coco.
An excellent addition.
Coco. Yes. Well,
You came to my establishment. You wanted to speak to me personally.
Yes. Correct.
I assumed you at least know something of what I do for living, and you brought
Yes.
hot cocoa and cookies.
Oh, I didn't personally. This was their decision, which I will just distance myself from slightly. But I will say that they are delicious, and you'd be remiss to not try one at least. But that's up to you,
Fair
of course.
enough.
I'm led to believe you're the leader of the Sea Legs. Would that be accurate?
That would be correct. My name is Logahin.
Logahin. Okay.
Arthur's pouring the hot cocoa.
I'm Gerald.
And you all are Gerald, thank you. I believe introductions are proper manners. And just looks at all the rest of you.
Arthur, Rudy.
Arthur stands
Matt.
up to shake their hand.
Yeah, you get like no inclination to shake it. Just looks at your hand, looks up at you.
Then, since that, Arthur just sort of moves the cup of cocoa over towards and sits back down.
So, essentially, you probably have a pretty good idea what this is about. Essentially,
I don't like long sentences, Gerald.
good. Then we'll make this quick. Essentially, they're kind of sick of you lot sort of raising the stakes of your game, as it were, with the upper crust. And they don't particularly want to necessarily have to deal with it themselves, hence why we're here. However, the problem is that eventually, if there's enough ruckus in the higher end, which you're kind of making apparently at the moment, they will have to actually solve this in a raid of some sort in the district, and no one wants that. So we're here really just to get some sort of assurance that you can maybe tone things down somewhat.
Just
so that
so
there's
you can
less
protect you.
complaints at the upper end. You know how it is?
Oh, I mean, I would, but how would I pay my poor staff?
Well, can you pay your staff if you get raided?
Yeah, it would be a bit tricky paying your staff if everyone's assaulted by guards, like in mass, you know.
I mean, less staff to pay.
Well, I guess look, that is one way to look at it. Honestly, it's. I mean, we're with the guild. We have no skin in this game.
And
we're
yet
simply-
you came.
Gerald,
Oh yes,
Gerald,
because that's our job.
Gerald, I've got an idea. Just
Not now, Arthur.
well, how much do you pay your staff? Say a month. If you had to add all of them all up in a month, how much would you pay them?
1,000 pieces of gold.
1,000 pieces of gold. All right, now
That's an
DM,
expensive
just quickly. What is 1 platinum?
Yeah.
10 gold.
10.
Fuck.
No, wait. How much do we get? What is it?
50.
25?
So 50. So it's
50
500.
It's
It's
500
not.
gold.
It's
Well,
this.
That was a good idea.
Oh,
That's a
it was
good
my
idea.
idea to then, give some
No,
reward.
that was good. I
over,
like
but-
that
I-
idea.
Mm.
Dang.
I immediately knew where you were going with that.
Oh, that's.
But we can't really whisper amongst ourselves in a conversation, though.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
I'm assuming that's out of character to ask how much your platinums were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
who's
why I
asking
quickly-
Josie?
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
asked the
So,
DM real quick.
so
Yeah.
back in the actual game. Well, like I said, we're with the Midnight Suns. They're paying us to do this job because essentially the guards don't want to, and they don't want to go through the hassle of dealing with you lot, as you can probably understand.
Well, to me, it sounds like I have free reign then.
You would think that, but the fact that we're here says that you, in fact, do not. Because essentially the message is you either tone it down and everyone gets along in some fashion, or the upper crust gets really uppity and you'll have a large-scale raid on your hands. The choice is yours. We're simply providing you the message, as it were, in a way.
Or we can put it as like
I
this.
see.
We can put it like this. What would it take for you to dial down your operations?
Let me dial down. It would take.
The message is not necessarily just to stop, because it's, it's basically they just want the easy way out of the problem, because everyone's complaining because you've kicked it up quite a notch or two or three perhaps. And really they're just like they'd prefer the status quo and for it to not be so many notches, if you gather my meaning.
I gather.
You're making too many waves, That's basically it.
I don't think I care, if I'm honest. I don't see how any of this falls back on me. I have plenty of fallbacks should anything bad happen. This is...
I don't...
You see...
Well, raids aren't good for business, though. Logahin? What Logahin was it?
Logahin, please.
Yes.
Gerald, I know what I do for a living, and I know I could do it from essentially anywhere. If
Maybe
there's
it's time for
even
a
the
change in
smell of a
scenery.
raid. Oh, change of scenery? Fair. I guess I could go somewhere else if I wanted to, but I like the seaside.
Well, they're going to shift you on anyway. That's the point. You might as well leave before the raid.
Nogahin, may I ask a question? And Nana takes a cookie too and takes a small bite, so we all know they're not freaking poisoned.
Mhm.
Here.
Rudy's been chowing down this whole time. He's been loving
good.
this.
Yeah. She's like
this-
slapping
this-
her hand away. She's like, leave some for him. I obviously we went through the upper neighborhoods to come to this place, and I obviously couldn't help but notice that there is quite the disparity, and I would like to know, are these raids to help the neighborhood? Because I can understand that.
I don't think that's their bag, Nana.
I just want to know. Just tell it
You're
to me
all
straight.
obviously outsiders. You're all obviously not locals. But you see, we recently had an upswing in population here in the city, and the city decided it did not want an upswing in population, and we had to take them in. Hence, more mouths to feed, more money necessary.
Sure.
That makes sense, and hence the raids. The
So
upswing.
if they
in
raid us, they do it not for the city. They do it simply to chase off those that they feel should not be here. And all things considered, I feel like these people have just as much right to be here.
I see.
I'm
That
sure
is
they
very
do.
frustrating.
I don't think that necessarily means that it's required for your gang to repeatedly heist the mansions around there.
Oh,
Surely,
look, like we're really gonna miss that much, Gerald.
Nana, we've got a job to do here. Let's just.
Well, if you really want to know, we only actually go for the empty houses. Quite a lot of them are just not in use. So it's... I don't know. I just feel like it's
Well,
a
then,
bit of a sticky mess, even with the city. And
who
all
would be
things
complaining then if not
considered...
empty?
Well, the city complains. That's the thing. Let me put it in small words. It all comes down to the city not liking the people that we've got living here. I'm sure you've seen people with similar guys as you walk through our fair part of town.
Yes, we did
Yes,
notice a
yes, we
few
did.
repeating faces.
Yes, and let's just say people who can take on different appearances are not well liked in high society.
Sure.
That's my point.
My point is they're going to come and kill you all.
No,
unless you
they're
just
not.
chill a little bit.
Because, and he stands up. You start like walking back and forth. Because you see, the city is essentially in my pocket already. And the raid is not going to happen because, well, the guards are in my pocket, essentially. And
Rudy
the
mentally.
guild is in my pocket, essentially. Because you see, fear is quite a powerful encouragement, a motivator, incentivize.
I am
And
well aware.
when you come from a lineage such as I do, it is quite easy to simply, with a snap of my finger, and he snapped his finger, I could just have someone killed.
Sure, but you see, we wouldn't have this contract to discuss these things with you were it
Unless I
not...
put it up.
Are you saying that you put a contract on yourself?
Yes, and I'm afraid you're missing a goose.
Missing a goose?
Arthur sort of stands up now.
We
Arthur
are.
stands up and he's rubbing his chin. And he goes, look, at the end of the day, we need you just to write on this piece of paper.
No,
Man.
no, no.
Just-
What
just-
do you
just-
mean
just-
about
just-
missing
just-
a
just-
goose?
Just
Missing a
stop
point.
it.
Hold on,
Just-
hold
I
on.
know.
No,
I know.
no.
Just let me
Arthur-
talk. Just
Everyone
Arthur?
sit down again. Please, sit down.
Arthur sits back down.
You will not be harmed unless you make an effort to harm anyone in my establishment. I'm not a vilifying individual. I like doing business as business, if you'd like. And when business comes to business, I do have a proposition from above my head to let you all know that now that this was my idea, but I have to run its course. And opens a drawer and pulls out a large parchment roll. Now, I've been told to give you all an ultimatum.
But that's what we were here to give to you.
No,
It was
Gerald,
Gerald,
I think-
Arthur.
That was a
it's
ruse,
a trap.
Gerald.
It's a
That
trap.
was a ruse.
Keep up, yes.
Yes.
This is all very confusing.
They
but
just,
sh-
I'm sure
go-
he'll
go
explain it.
Yes. The way it works is that I spread the rumors of the coming raid. I paid off higher up in the city to post the bill with the guild, and I also paid off all the guild members to not grab the quest until your group arrived.
Arthur now grabs back that hot cocoa that he hasn't touched.
Well,
and just
then
brings it.
he sort of like looks at the other party and goes, well, then I guess job done, I guess.
All right, well, let's hear your proposal
Oh,
here. What?
Yes,
what-
you will get paid regardless. That is the truth, Gerald.
Oh, lovely. Well, then
But
it's been a pleasure.
only a living man can get paid. And just like puts the scroll of paper down and says, now you see, above my head, there's a lot of strings that are attached to me, and they're being pulled, and I don't like it.
I don't see any strings.
Gerald, it's a metaphor.
Oh, he's metaphorical.
It's metaphorical, yes.
And I've been told to ask you to, well, sign this agreement with me. Well, not with me. I will have you sign this agreement. It rolls out this large piece of paper, and it looks There's not a lot of text on it, but it looks ornate. Plenty of stamps. And Gerald, you get an icky vibe, like almost like a spark of deja vu.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm going to read this thoroughly.
It states, upon signing this document, the signee or any signees will spend the following 7 days within the city they are currently. Upon reaching the 8th dawn, they will be free to leave.
Okay.
Now, you see, yes, my job is simply to stall you, and I was told to do it via this paper for you all to sign, or to take your lives.
Why are you stalling us?
Oh,
I don't
well,
like
you
to be
see,
tied down.
well, you see, it's quite simple, really, because the puppeteer doesn't like being followed, doesn't like having her timetable moved around because of annoying little stains.
Well, first of
Well,
all,
that's
that's a bit
fair. We are
rude.
pretty annoying.
Well,
I
perhaps.
don't exactly like being threatened like this.
I honestly, I don't see what we have to do with anything. We're just simply part of the Midnight Suns, and we go where the contracts bid and do what we must.
I mean, you could always try to leave and see what happens. Or sign this paper and simply spend a week in town.
But what import do we possibly have?
Oh,
on
no,
any-
no, it's not really import. It's just someone who really likes to make sure everything is working accordingly. You're but a small, malplaced cog in the wheelwork.
I see.
And what would be happen to us if we were to say leave town?
Well, if you sign this paper, you won't be able to.
Are you saying you're going to physically hold us here?
No,
I
I'm saying it's a magical contract.
I was yes.
Are you not following? It seems to be that the silent one over here and the gnome, you seem to be catching what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm catching it and I'm putting it right down. I don't like this, and I don't like being told to stay put. I will say
I'm
that
just
much.
really
Here,
enjoying.
now.
He's mostly here for the cookies. I will be
I'm
honest with you.
loving these cookies. Absolutely loving
Alright,
them.
you can have a
the,
couple
the,
more.
the problem here is, I'm immortal, so
Oh, really?
Arthur slaps his head.
Wait, no, you
preventing
don't
me,
just tell
like,
people that. That's
I'm
kind
not
of your
signing
trick.
the contract.
That's your ace in the hole.
Yeah,
Rudy,
it's
you
always
fucked
been my
up.
ace in the hole. I'm
Oh
immortal.
no, you just said it out
it's-
loud, and
yeah,
it was
it's-
gonna be
it's-
like
no,
a
no,
really
it's
cool
fine, it's
thing
okay,
later.
look,
So
Oh,
you're
okay.
so you're refusing then? You would like to
what
I mean, the
leave
others,
through physical means?
the others can do whatever they want.
Well, look, I said I was going to be on a boat. Perhaps we can. Perhaps we'll stay in town, but I'm not going to sign a magical piece of paper that I don't know if there's any small print. You know, my eyes are very bad. When you get to 400, you'll know. You will know. Your eyes get very bad. She goes off on a tangent about her eyes being really bad.
And I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave alive or without signing this paper. So since you seem to be very resistant, I'm afraid we're gonna have to solve this some other way, okay?
no. We don't.
Would you like to draw your arms or your pens?
Arthur puts his hand on his
I'm not sure
short
what-
sword. Hasn't drawn it. He
I'm not
just
sure
has it
what
on
good
there.
drawing pictures of our arms is going to do, but look, we don't need to necessarily fight.
Gerald, I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Let's just all we need perhaps is a little bit of understanding. What for what reason? Give us something. What's the reason that we need to be out of the way?
Well, I don't know. I've just been told to stall you, that you are risking being a burden. A
Do you
monkey
always
wrench.
just do shit when you're told? Because that seems very feeble-minded to me. I'm just going to, no offense, of course, but I'm just
When it
saying.
is my mother of a demon, I do.
Arthur
Although
stands
it-
up,
it
pulls
does
out
beg-
his short sword,
It does beg the
and
thought that
goes,
No, this is very interesting.
it begs the thought that, like, if someone is telling you to keep us out of the way, are we really people you want to tango with? Someone above you, someone far more powerful than you, is telling you to keep us away.
I would like everyone to roll wisdom saves.
Oh no.
17.
12. If
17.
Fuck yes. It is a 20. It's an 18 plus
20.
2.
So there's a moment when all of a sudden Logain just looks over all of your shoulders, and like just a split second, there's like the eyes widen just for a split second, and Arthur, Rudy, Gerald, you feel just this burning dread inside you. You become paralyzed. You
Oh,
can no
shit.
longer move. You're stuck.
17 wasn't enough? Oh no.
You're just sitting there, and you
bluff
just
wasn't
feel
good
this overwhelming presence behind. And Nana, you sense this effect, something trying to just grab a hold of you. But you hear a whisper in your ear that says, "There's nothing to be afraid of, love." And the effect just goes away. And as you turn around, you see, only Nana sees, pale bone white skin, dressed in a beautiful red dress, two large white horns spiraling straight up.
Huh.
You see a woman standing in the door, and she just smiles at you. And that's where we're gonna stop for today.
Yes!
Shit.
Fucking knew it.
I have to wait 2 weeks now.
I mean,
Yup.
Yes.
I probably should have said earlier in
Ah.
the stream we can go the extra half an hour tonight, but that's, neither here nor there.
No,
The
that's a
cliffhangers
perfect
happened.
stopping
The
point.
cliffhangers
That's
happened.
so,
Yeah.
that's such a cliffhanger. I love it.
Oh
I also hate
God.
it, but I love it.
Yeah. And Nana would recognize this person as the woman who showed up in the ice mines.
Oh yeah, as soon
Oh,
as he said
shit,
my mother, and
yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's what I figured as well. Hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nana's
my
gonna.
demon mother,
We're
I'm
gonna
like,
have a
"Fuck."
talking to this demon mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, what are you doing with your children? You should be a loving parent.
You know what the
Cookie
best part
slap.
about all this is going to be? This is about to go to a head, and like next session, Goose is like gonna burst through the window or something. And
I can't wait. Goose just like followed us the whole way. Throws a twig blade on the one guy and just like fucking yeets us out the window. Oh my god, I'm excited.
It's like the Kool-Aid man. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, last man
that
just
was
said
fun.
Goose is going to do a Kool-Aid man. There you go.
Oh,
Yes.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
I
needs
gotta
to.
like
Yeah.
I gotta like surreptitiously try and write a message to Goose in the book and be like, Goose, come to this bar in this place. And
I will say, for the purpose of rulings, you're all under the effect of the hold person spell.
Oh,
Okay.
This was not a fear effect, it was
Yeah.
a paralyzing effect.
Because I
I
was
have
just
to
looking
choose.
at what I can do.
I had the
Funny.
inspiration point, and I was thinking, like, is it worth it? I'm like, yeah,
I
it
was like,
probably was,
17
but
will
too
be
late.
enough, sure.
Yeah. I thought half of us would have succeeded, but no, just Nana succeeded, so there you go.
Nana
You're
ain't
close,
scared
though.
of shit.
You're close.
Mm.
So paralyzed.
yeah.
eh?
It was
paralyzed.
such an obvious drop. The second you said 50 platinum, like it was so fucking obvious.
I mean, that's not actually a huge bounty for
Mm.
a 5-person party of level
Dude,
6.
here I thought we were
Let's
gonna
do it.
overthrow the bourgeoisie, but now we have to fucking fight a demon. Like, ugh. Also, so the reason that I left the twig blight behind is because Nana has been saying "eat the rich" a little bit, and she's worried that the twig blight has actually learned that and has found, like thinks that's acceptable now. And she's like, "Oh no, we don't actually eat
Not
people.
literally.
Oh
I
shit!
just.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Oh, we're in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, this is
Bit
fun.
of a pickle. Yes.
A pickle and a half.
Lemon pickle.
Mm.
But yeah, so
Well, yeah.
if there's any questions from anyone in chat or the players about anything, and I will say we get 600 experience for today.
Oh.
Does that push us over the
Oh.
edge, guys? Who's keeping track?
No, you're close enough.
Dang it.
Um.
Act of
So,
getting paralyzed
I-
wasn't enough.
600 was it?
I do have
600.
Mitch in my chat, new to building characters in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, hi.
They've gone to build a rogue. Any
Oh, yeah?
suggestions?
About what?
Steal all the things.
Just as for how to
Choose all
play
things.
rogues and that sort of thing.
You
Like-
can play them however you
yeah.
want.
Literally, a rogue is just a
I-
class. It doesn't define
if-
you as a person.
Yeah,
right?
if it's your
So-
first time playing, I'd say picture like a rogue-ish character that you like in your mind, and just see like how would I do that. Like if your issue is, if you're not issue, if you want like how do I RP or what do I do mechanically, I think it's always great to start with an inspiration, like a character from something you like, and just
Yeah.
like how do I make this person in D&D.
Mm-mm. And
That's
basically,
always a great way to start.
I would advise for classes that you may be unfamiliar with or something like that, I would highly recommend just reading through all the different archetypes. Because essentially you will be picking one of the archetypes if you continue down.
They are
the
planning to go
path.
assassin.
Okay, right. So automatically,
Then you want to focus on. You might want to focus on stealth and deception and like.
yeah, and of course that makes you the kind of person that is an assassin. And how would that person act day to day? You know, like what would their vibe? Because an assassin is going to have a very different vibe to, say, a swashbuckler or a scout
or a
you know,
thief.
or a thief, right?
Even.
Like
Or a
this person
druid.
is- you know, and maybe
Or a
maybe
druid,
you're like
yes.
Agent 47. Maybe you're Hitman. You know.
Mm.
Who knows? Like you can pick anything.
Yeah, and when it comes to assassins, the class, you get proficiency with poisons and disguises. You get the ability to create extra personalities for yourself to blend in.
You might
So,
think
yeah.
about also like what kind of
Mission
assassin?
Impossible, but with death.
Yeah, what kind of assassin? Like, do you like to set it up so that they die of mysterious circumstances, like poison or something, or someone else kills them through happenstance? Or are you the kind of person, person who sits up on a rooftop with a heavy crossbow and
Yeah,
snipes someone?
think maybe you could think
Or-
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly. Or are you the kind of assassin who will sneak in looking like a butler and then shank someone? You know?
Or alternatively, are you the kind of assassin who just does it in plain daylight because they don't care and they
Yeah.
laugh about it?
Yeah, they just don't give a fuck.
The other thing
So-
to maybe keep in mind is that, you don't have to have this all figured out from day one. Like,
No.
never worry
Yeah.
about having all the puzzle pieces in place from the get-go. If there's one thing I learned when I do roleplay and stuff like that is I just wing it until pieces just start falling by themselves in a way. And I think Josie definitely has felt that from me in that, like, when it comes to Rudy's story, we started with a blank slate, and then, like, one thing happened, and then we kind of just snowballed it from there. We didn't really
Yeah, 'cause
plan
you
for any of it.
build a lot, like even if you make, when it comes to backstories, which can control your character, maybe how they feel about some things, give yourself, sure, an outline, but don't be afraid to improvise in the moment of the game and add it to your backstory and work it backwards. You could be
Yeah.
like, all of a sudden your character has a disgust for drug abuse, as an example, and then you could be like, but why would my character have that? And you could go backwards, like, oh, maybe my parents, maybe I had a bad thing happen, maybe like, or like a fear of water could be the same. Oh, why would I be afraid of water? Because maybe I almost drowned once.
And you can also tie that into your mechanics. Josie, your example about the drugs and stuff like that. Well, that could tie you into being an assassin who doesn't like using poisons. Because drugs
Yeah, you could
technically are
just
poison
go
the
for the
body,
assassination feature.
So it sort of leans into your class's mechanics or how you choose to play that class as well.
Mitch has come back and said, "Oh, okay, this is very interesting. I have some ideas, and thank you for the help."
No,
You're
They've
very welcome.
All good.
definitely got some cogs turning there.
Excellent.
I think.
Well, then we
Yeah,
then
I'd say don't be afraid to take inspiration from pop culture or media. And anyone else, anywhere, any questions? Even if you players have any questions to me, like clarifications,
I have
anything
one
about the
question
game.
for Josie. I have one question for Josie. Why are you looking so cute today?
All for you, Cuddly.
Oh, heck.
Ah!
I mean, I have a question, and then Larzapan has a question. So Larzapan's question is, how does Josie make all these voices?
The trick is that I usually forget a lot of voices.
And so each one's different every time.
I try to write them down. I try to memorize, like do some that are very out there just so I know myself. But for like generic NPCs, like NPCs that we're just brushing by,
really
I put less effort in.
Yeah.
Or like if it's in my notes that it's like, I don't know, it's a human man, I might just go like, oh hey, I'm human man.
That's what they sound like anyway. Just all human
Do I
beings.
really sound like that?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I don't know, like Rudy, Gerald, and Goose, you just have the same voice.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Gerald. Hello, I am Rudy. Hello, I am Dusk Goose. Honk honk.
That's how it sounds to me.
Oh dear.
No, but yeah, so it's the voices usually, like I look at I'll be honest, I'll go sometimes based on what race I've written them down as, what profession they have. I'm thinking also where they live, if that has any effect. But like for Bimber, I was just like, it's a goblin, it's an alchemist. Let's just go for it!
I appreciate the goblin voice so much. It's so good.
I'm gonna make a bomb and blow everyone up!
Oh my god, Bimber's my
Can we-
favorite.
I would say the closest thing might be Scrut. I think it was Scrap, the kobold from Critical Role. It's for anyone who's seen that kobold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it sounds like that. They're like, how long do you live? It's like 11 days. It's like,
my
oh
God.
shit, how old are you? 11 days.
I love that.
So what I'm hearing is that for like the 100th episode special, we all roll goblins and we all have to do goblin voices.
I mean, there's
God.
genuinely
There
like
is a
Pathfinder.
one-shot, yeah.
Pathfinder has a bunch of goblin one-shots called like 3B
Fantastic.
goblins.
Weeby goblins.
Yes,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I've done that. I've run that one. That's good.
My question for Josie is,
Mhm.
did you really think we were going to sign that sheet of paper?
I wrote it down
Possible?
just in case.
Nah.
I wrote it down just in case because you could have gone out of there like
No.
without an issue if you were like, fine, we'll stay in the town for 7 days.
No.
I don't trust them.
No.
Shit's going down in the
No, but
swamp, and I'm gonna
No,
be
like
there.
it's not about what I think you're gonna do. I'll write down like bulletin points for myself, like
Yeah.
what ifs. If they do this, it triggers this thing. If they do this, it triggers this thing.
You must
and
have
of
so
course,
many
if I
like, brainstorming like chain links and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
See, what that flag hides is the massive whiteboard that has like all the mad scrabbling.
And it's like the strings attached to that one guy in the
It's all
beat.
connected.
Here's today's notes.
Oh my god.
And you know what the unfortunate thing is? We
And that's
literally
not everything.
we literally only touched on one of those pages. Everything else were things that we could have missed. We could have touched
Oh yeah,
on.
there's 3 more pages here as well.
Nah, just stuff we were fucking around we didn't get to, and Josie's like,
No,
ugh!
this like here's 3 pages of like quest stuff you could have gone for, and then these are like notes of like NPCs and the city, and yeah.
And we fucked around with tassels for a plant for 20 minutes.
That was really fucking important, okay? So
Oh, I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying, like, just
how dare you?
let the chats know that that's the style of campaign we run. Super serious, tassels for plant. You know, you just
The baby needs toys. I don't even know
Yeah.
what to say to you right now. I'm so upset.
So I do have a question of what is our sort of plans for the rest of the week? So we don't do D&Ds. We only do them on Sundays every couple. We'll be fortnightly, so not next week, the week after. But me myself, this week I'll be playing actually a lot with the three people, Aussie, Cuddly, and Roju this week. And unfortunately not Josie. On Civ 6. It Takes Two, Green Hell, Civ 6 again. Is pretty much what I'm doing. But what are you guys doing for the week? People want to sort of know.
Yeah, Civ 6.
Civ 6?
Fun. Yeah. Like, we're going to be playing that a couple of times this week.
Bold of you to assume I have a plan.
Well, I've heard
No.
you're gonna play games, Cuddly.
Oh, you are correct.
Should be
I have the question in chat. How long is this campaign running for?
As long as we want.
And
as long as we
Till the
can.
heat death of the universe.
Yep.
well, if I put it this way, the campaign is planned for 3 arcs, and we're still in the start of the second arc.
Oh wow.
Oh, I didn't even think we
Yes.
got past Arc 1. But of course.
Yeah,
we
that
will.
was when you left the Icelands. Icelands was arc 1.
that's what I
But can
figured.
we talk how long it took for Aussie to get this organized? Josie has been harassing Aussie for so long to get this started. And then,
Look, we all know I am not the best communicator or organizer. Full stop. It's a bit of a problem. Yes, I'm aware of the problem. The long and short of it is, you're here now. Stop bringing it up.
Oh my god, guys, should I get tassels for my cat?
to
Yes.
put it into terms, I don't know, harassed maybe Aussie for 2 months to play Human Fall Flat with me. It was like 2 months of harassing, and eventually he was like, "I'm gonna get this guy off the friggin' my top of annoying me. I'm gonna play one game with him one night,
And
and
it
then all of a
snowballed
sudden,
from there. It just
that was
snowballed
insane.
from there.
He's just simping
Mistakes
for
were
me."
made.
Mistakes were made. Oh my god. Actually, it's funny because like it's not just like with streaming. It's like my brother was hounding me for like a year to play Divinity Original Sin with him. And
yeah.
we played once, one session, and we didn't play anything together for another year. And then after that, I started streaming, and then I said, "Hey, let's like do things on Saturday together." We still haven't come back to Divinity Original Sin.
Divinity is a great game.
It is a good game. It is a good game. I don't know why I haven't come back to it actually.
I will. We did get a question about using virtual tabletop, and we did the first 4 episodes. We used Roll20,
Hmm.
but because it's browser based, it takes a lot of effort from my computer because I have to host it, and it's a lot of effort put into clicking rather than describing things. While when
Yeah.
we have a live battle map like this,
Hmm.
I can sit with one hand and move things while talking. I don't have to like put
Yeah.
focus onto
Hmm.
clicking things.
Yeah.
So
It
it's-
was the-
it's
it was the same
mostly-
for players as well.
Yeah. It's a live camera. Whenever there's combat, I just
Yeah.
slap battle map down here.
To those of you who are watching for like the first time tonight, we do focus more on the roleplay than the combat itself. I
Yes.
find we very much get lost in the source, so to speak. But when there is combat, that is what that sort of darker zone up there is for, and you can see the rolls
Yeah.
underneath. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and what I'm
Hey,
doing
Ghost
this
Rider,
week
thank you so
is
much for the
I'm
follow,
going
buddy. I
to
really
go back
appreciate it.
into the hell that is
Thank you.
Outlast 2 until I finish it.
Yeah.
I see.
As far as I know, I've gotten past the halfway point at least. So hopefully I'll be done by next Saturday,
I
and then
sure
we'll get
hope
back
so.
to clicking simulator.
Excellent, excellent. I mean, Orb, if your question about what we're doing for the weeks is still standing,
Yeah, go for it.
I think I'm going to be be doing Final Fantasy 14 for 2 nights. I think I'm going to do Saturday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, Final Fantasy. Because I want to try and get to Heaven's Sword. I'm like in that sort of middle ground now,
Heaven's
so
Sword,
I've got to get to Heaven's Sword. And then Wednesday will be Green Hell with Orb because I want to give that one more try. I did rage quit, but I'm gonna come back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was
by,
like the one night I didn't join him and he rage quit.
by
It was so
rage
great.
quit, I got lost in the jungle. I fell over, had a little nap. Then I got up, got further lost in the jungle, died. But my little nap that I took when I fell over changed my spawn, and I couldn't bring myself to
So,
rebuild everything we had.
Essentially, on Wednesday, I'm gotta go find Aussie.
You gotta no. I've reloaded the save back. That's it's okay. Nothing ever happened. But I mean,
It was all a dream.
it was all a dream. Although I do have to say there is something especially exciting happening in the next 48 hours for the AussieDevFro stream. And it may or may not be coffee related. So we'll just leave it at that.
You keep being coy, but literally everyone knows what it is.
I know, it's funny.
Coffee.
I find it funny.
Yeah.
May or may not be something here. We all know you've got a coffee sponsorship, and it's great.
Show us already.
Yeah, I sent it off for a final double check today. So it'll either come back green or I'll just do it. One of the two.
Or I'll just do it.
Or I'll just do
Sorry,
it.
my Patreons. I don't care. Just we're gonna do it,
Yeah.
or you're gonna like it.
Oh no, they got
And
a sneak peek today actually.
Speaking of what to do next week, to reiterate for everyone who's joined chat or still in chat, next Sunday there will be no D&D. For a short while, we will be going every 2 weeks instead of every week. And this, the reason is that there are just some people of us need a bit more rest. Some of us have things that happen that we just can't reschedule coming up on Sundays.
It's me. I need the rest. You can blame me.
And life happens. No, it's like me as well. I will be resting a lot that time.
To be
So
fair,
yeah, but we will try to play a little bit longer those days when we do play instead. We'll try to increase the duration of the actual game.
Yeah.
So that's what you get. There's a trade-off, but it's just to make everyone like a little bit more comfortable. That way we can also do some of the behind the scenes work a little like with less stress, because there's a few strings being pulled right now.
Ooh.
I'm excited for that.
Don't you dare oh yeah me. There's a bunch of stuff happening. You just I don't know.
what did I just say earlier about bad at communication and organizing things?
I do not know why the little crown thingy in our Discord group is on your head and not my head.
Wait, what? Really?
What?
Nani?
Yeah, you're group owner.
Of.
Oh,
Well. Look
What
who
the
comes.
heck?
There we go. All right.
How can we
I like
change
this.
that?
Well,
No.
we'll just stop using it and just move to the Dramonia one.
Yeah, it's all set up. So
Yeah.
Shit.
We'll just abandon ship.
Yeah.
Abandon me to my power trip. Yes.
all right. Well, who are we rating? If there is no more questions.
Yeah, if no one has any more
That's a good question.
questions related to the game or out of game or anything.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, I've got two people on that might be interesting to raid. Obviously, one is playing a World of Warcraft. The other one is playing The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, is it Geek Herring?
No, Arlino.
Oh,
Arlino. I don't know.
We've rated them in the past.
I've only met him through Aussie, so.
Oh, well, apparently we also have... No, we have Geek Herring is playing Legend of Zelda. Whom I think we've raided, or I've been raided by before, can't remember. Or do we check the D&D tab and see if there's any random
check
new
the
person?
D&D
We
tab.
could.
That's a good idea.
I do like that.
KLN is also about to start streaming. I
Oh,
think.
Really?
yeah, KLN would be awesome.
They are doing.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
they are doing Resi Evil Village, which I played last night and had I had a lot of fun with it. Like,
Yeah,
actually
there were
fun.
many screams and also many ooh-woos. I
I
was there
would
for that.
totally be okay with Caroline.
Are they live right now or just
Yes,
about
just
to?
went
No,
live
they
right
I
just
mean,
went
yeah,
live.
they just went live.
Yeah, Resident Evil Village is pretty great. I've
It's
watched
super
so
fun.
many gameplays. I've not played it myself
not seen
because I
any of
don't
it.
do well with spooky games, but
Mm.
I've watched a bunch. So you're saying we're doing a radio Rooney of KLN? Any numbers? Just
Yeah.
KLN?
No, it has numbers. Hold on.
620.
Blaze
Again?
it.
Oh, sorry, 0620.
0620?
Yeah, Kilo Lima November 0620.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
well
Shit.
we're gonna go over there, and I'll see you all in 2 weeks for more D&D. I'll be on for Tuesday for more Outlast, and I'll be poking all of these people in this group chat about some of our back